Welcome to the 2025 SYC Texas, presented by Platinum Ford, title sponsor of the SYC Texas. The SYC Texas, presented by Storm Bowling, brought to you by Cool Wick, official apparel merchandiser of the Storm Youth Championships, by PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18, and by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy. By Pinwheel.us, Customer Relationship Management. By TD Transportation, and by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowlmetrics, official tournament management system of the Storm Youth Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities Ballard versus the Big C and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, live from Cityview Lanes in Fort Worth, Texas, it's the 2025 SYC Texas. Welcome to the 2025 SYC Texas, presented by Platinum Ford, title sponsor of the SYC Texas. The SYC Texas, presented by Storm Bowling, brought to you by Cool Wick, official apparel merchandiser of the Storm Youth Championships, by PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18, and by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy. By Pinwheel.us, Customer Relationship Management. By TD Transportation, and by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowlmetrics, official tournament management system of the Storm Youth Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities Ballard versus the Big C and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, live from Cityview Lanes in Fort Worth, Texas, it's the 2025 SYC Texas. Welcome to the 2025 SYC Texas, presented by Platinum Ford, title sponsor of the SYC Texas. The SYC Texas, presented by Storm Bowling, brought to you by Cool Wick, official apparel merchandiser of the Storm Youth Championships, by PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18, and by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy. By Pinwheel.us, Customer Relationship Management. By TD Transportation, and by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowlmetrics, official tournament management system of the Storm Youth Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities Ballard versus the Big C and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, live from Cityview Lanes in Fort Worth, Texas, it's the 2025 SYC Texas. Welcome to the 2025 SYC Texas, presented by Platinum Ford, title sponsor of the SYC Texas. The SYC Texas, presented by Storm Bowling, brought to you by Cool Wick, official apparel merchandiser of the Storm Youth Championships, by PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18, and by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy. By Pinwheel.us, Customer Relationship Management. By TD Transportation, and by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowlmetrics, official tournament management system of the Storm Youth Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities Ballard versus the Big C and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, live from Cityview Lanes in Fort Worth, Texas, it's the 2025 SYC Texas. Welcome to the 2025 SYC Texas, presented by Platinum Ford, title sponsor of the SYC Texas. The SYC Texas, presented by Storm Bowling, brought to you by Cool Wick, official apparel merchandiser of the Storm Youth Championships, by PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18, and by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy. By Pinwheel.us, Customer Relationship Management. By TD Transportation, and by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowlmetrics, official tournament management system of the Storm U Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities, Ballard versus the Big C, and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, live from Cityview Lanes in Fort Worth, Texas, it's the 2025 SYC Texas. Welcome to the 2025 SYC Texas, presented by Platinum Ford, title sponsor of the SYC Texas. The SYC Texas, presented by Storm Bowling, brought to you by Coolwick, official apparel merchandiser of the Storm Youth Championships. By PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18. And by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy. By Pinwheel.us, Customer Relationship Management. By TD Transportation, and by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowlmetrics, official tournament management system of the Storm U Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities, Ballard versus the Big C, and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, live from Cityview Lanes in Fort Worth, Texas, it's the 2025 SYC Texas. Welcome to the 2025 SYC Texas, presented by Platinum Ford, title sponsor of the SYC Texas. The SYC Texas, presented by Storm Bowling, brought to you by Coolwick, official apparel merchandiser of the Storm Youth Championships. By PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18. And by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy. By Pinwheel.us, Customer Relationship Management. By TD Transportation, and by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowlmetrics, official tournament management system of the Storm U Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities, Ballard versus the Big C, and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, live from Cityview Lanes in Fort Worth, Texas, it's the 2025 SYC Texas. Welcome to the 2025 SYC Texas, presented by Platinum Ford, title sponsor of the SYC Texas. The SYC Texas, presented by Storm Bowling, brought to you by Coolwick, official apparel merchandiser of the Storm Youth Championships. By PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18. And by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy. By Pinwheel.us, Customer Relationship Management. By TD Transportation, and by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowlmetrics, official tournament management system of the Storm U Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities, Ballard versus the Big C, and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, live from Cityview Lanes in Fort Worth, Texas, it's the 2025 SYC Texas. Welcome to the 2025 SYC Texas, presented by Platinum Ford, title sponsor of the SYC Texas. The SYC Texas, presented by Storm Bowling, brought to you by Coolwick, official apparel merchandiser of the Storm Youth Championships. By PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18. And by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy. By Pinwheel.us, Customer Relationship Management. By TD Transportation, and by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowlmetrics, official tournament management system of the Storm U Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities, Ballard versus the Big C, and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, live from Cityview Lanes in Fort Worth, Texas, it's the 2025 SYC Texas. Welcome to the 2025 SYC Texas, presented by Platinum Ford, title sponsor of the SYC Texas. The SYC Texas, presented by Storm Bowling, brought to you by Coolwick, official apparel merchandiser of the Storm Youth Championships, by PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18, and by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy. By Pinwheel.us, Customer Relationship Management. By TD Transportation, and by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowlmetrics, official tournament management system of the Storm Youth Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities, Ballard versus the Big C, and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, live from Cityview Lanes in Fort Worth, Texas, it's the 2025 SYC Texas. Welcome to the 2025 SYC Texas, presented by Platinum Ford, title sponsor of the SYC Texas. The SYC Texas, presented by Storm Bowling, brought to you by Coolwick, official apparel merchandiser of the Storm Youth Championships, by PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18, and by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy. By Pinwheel.us, Customer Relationship Management. By TD Transportation, and by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowlmetrics, official tournament management system of the Storm Youth Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities, Ballard versus the Big C, and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, live from Cityview Lanes in Fort Worth, Texas, it's the 2025 SYC Texas. Welcome to the
We are back. Steph and Blair in the house.
Medium pattern.
SYC 2025. We're in Texas. We're at Cityview Lanes. How did the short pattern go?
Well, real quick, the kid just bowled on lane 5 without an 8-pin. I don't know.
Oh, we need a snag. Hold on. Pause. You're muted. Stop, Owen. Oh, sorry. All right.
Sorry about that. Going back to what I said earlier.
Got to check the pins.
It's interesting to me because, when I step on the approach, I literally look at the pins. I maybe don't necessarily count them out loud, but it's very noticeable to me when there's a pin missing. So there was no 8-pin on lane 5, so you have to throw it again.
Yeah, and there have been some missing pins today, so they really do need to watch.
Right. And sadly, that's what happens.
Yeah, right.
Unfortunately, he struck the first time, and now he let the wash out.
Yeah.
Which is frustrating.
For sure. Well, yeah. Got to check your pins.
But anyway, before I interrupted you, you had asked about the short pattern.
Yeah, how did it go?
Well,
down here it didn't go well, but
I would say overall, based on the medalists in all of our respective divisions, U12, U15, U18, both girls and boys division. Great spare,
Good
by the
spare.
way, from Luke. The scores were high, at least the medalists. I mean, I don't know where the drop-off may have been overall, but You'll have to remind me the name of the kid who won U18, averaged 239
which is nuts.
on the short pattern. Now, it's 5 games. I don't even average 239 on a house shot for league. So that's impressive.
Yeah, U18 boys. It was Gavin Fernandez,
There
and
we
he
go.
shot 255, 208, 208, 247, 279.
I mean, that is when you know
And
you are doing the right thing, right kind of ball in your hand because you're controlling the pocket. Obviously, leaving makeable spares, likely making them as well.
he's actually bowling on 9 and 10. So we will get. Oh no, he's not. He's bowling on.
He is
11
next door.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we won't be able to see him, but we can see his scores, see how he
We
continues.
can see him.
Yes.
We can let y'all know.
He was sitting on that side, so I thought he was bowling on 9. like, oh, we
what
good?
lane
Yeah.
are you on?
Right.
6 or 7?
6, 7. Yeah. Yeah. No, you're
That's
right.
funny.
But I did have several bowlers come by and say, "Man, the live stream pair is tough," or this live stream area.
You know, and Carolyn would be a good resource to ask, not only because her pro shop is literally right behind us, which is, roughly 5, 6, 7, 8 area.
Yep.
But I know they use these lanes for a lot of coaching, ball demos, things of that nature. So if there's any sort of, topography or tendencies, just maybe low end versus middle versus high end, she may know because she bowls on it. But yeah, it's something that I think doesn't get talked about enough. Topography, literally the lay of the lane, because we can't see it. We
Right.
literally can't see it to the naked eye, and unless you have a graph, which I'll be honest with you, may be not entirely accurate.
Right.
There's always some room for error. You just don't know. Some lanes are tilted just enough where it feels like your ball is traveling uphill. And then, of course, if you're on the other side of the lane, it feels like your ball's going downhill. So it's very interesting. We talked about earlier, all the variables. The list is never ending.
Yeah, and so the medium pattern, it's actually a little longer for a medium pattern, 42 feet. We got 28 mils, drop brush at 38 feet. So,
Okay.
medium.
Yeah, it definitely falls in that range. I think medium is considered, 38 to 42 roughly. But I think what's important to know, which we discussed a little bit during the workshop seminar yesterday, not just really looking at the volume, but all of the details, because they all kind of matter amongst each other as far as the ratio is concerned, meaning the amount of oil in the middle part of the lane in comparison to the outside.
Yeah.
And then, of course, what the shape of it looks like. These kiddos, I can say, are very lucky in some ways. They're given this information ahead of time.
Yeah.
And they're well aware of what they're bowling on. Whereas, let's just say on the ladies' tour, we only find out 30 minutes prior to our practice session starting. So it's just a different dynamic, a different kind of thought process, I suppose. But I also do think on the flip side of it, it's helpful to maybe not know what you're bowling on and just bowl what the lane is giving you, what the lane is telling you to do, because you see very often a preconceived notion of short patterns. You play to the right with this ball, medium is this ball, long is this ball. Well, different lane surfaces matter. The ratio of the oil matter, the type of oil matters. Again, we could sit here and talk in circles about it.
Yeah.
So I just think it's important overall, just specifically from game 1 to game 5, as the lanes transition, to just listen and pay pay attention to what the lane is telling you, because this tournament is a little bit unique in the sense of, let's just say U18 at some point will cross the lanes of U12. And the caliber of players may be a little different. They may be using different types of balls, playing a different part of the lane, etc. So it kind of works both ways. And pair-to-pair just gets tricky. You know, we saw a lot of the scores earlier where someone bowled an amazing game, switched pairs,
Yeah.
and bowled an awful game.
Yep.
So they're right back at 0, if not maybe minus a little bit.
Yep. For sure.
So it's
It's all over the place. That's what we got.
You know, the moral of the story is try your best to keep your ball in play in a controlled way, in the sense that when you don't hit your exact spot of what you're thinking you need to be, you're not leaving a Greek church or a washout, things of that nature.
Oh, we're gonna have a.
But I think we have a respot on lane 5
Yeah.
for the Greek church, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I do think the Deadwood kind of triggered possibly resetting it. I'm not sure.
Well, we're watching Gavin here. Gavin's from Walden, I believe Walden, New York. Bowls at Memory Lanes. He bowled at the SYC in Kentucky, and he medaled. He is in aviation course training to become a pilot. He really loves being in control of the aircraft during his flight lessons. So Gavin may be flying you someday.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So
there is a future in that for sure.
which is super cool. Yeah. Let's see if we have any other bios while we have a little bit of time here.
I love that they send these in, because, you know, it would be interesting too. I don't know how often they complete them, so to speak, but, you know, from their first tournament to,
Yeah.
you know, they're in U18, let's say, like, has anything changed?
Right. How did their interest
Do you
change?
still want to be a pilot?
Right. For
Do
sure.
you still watch cooking videos? You know,
Yeah. Yeah. It's true.
it's I'm sure mine would be different. I don't really know how, but it's just kind of inevitable, right? Like,
Yeah.
It
Well,
just has to change.
Luke here, who just doubled, he's from Plano.
He is, yeah.
Yeah, bowls at Plano Super Bowl.
He does. I've seen him around Saturday morning league.
I'm not sure if he does this anymore because this is an old bio, but he actually was a defenseman on the Plano Senior High School hockey team. So I'm not sure if he's still a hockey player, but and he loves the Dallas Stars.
That would make complete sense.
Yeah.
Um,
So we'll have to see. To your point of how often, sometimes they do yearly, sometimes it's the first time they enter. They get sent it every time they bowl an SYC
Right.
an email, but you know how it is.
they disregard, because, I
Yeah.
did that last year.
Right.
Or, no, do it later, and
Yeah.
then later never happens.
Exactly.
I'm guilty of that, so I can't say much.
Me too. Yeah, sometimes I forget. I think I did it, and then I don't. Yeah.
I tell you what, like, my brain, I don't know if you want to call it mom brain, but there's just always something, right? So I literally have a list in my phone of just things to do, remember, whatever.
Right.
And I just have to check that thing all the time, because
Well, you are managing two young people's
Yeah.
schedule, too, in addition to your own schedule.
I'm trying to figure out, where am I supposed to be?
Yeah.
What time?
What did I forget to do today?
Did I pack that? You know,
Right.
you got to be the keeper of all things. You know, it's certainly the best job ever. Do not get me wrong, but it can be exhausting.
I'm assuming they called this in. Can you just double check for me with Owen that they called it in? All right, they did.
They did call it in. They're just waiting for it to be respot. But, you know, the mechanic might be...
Nope, there we go. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
spoke it into
Yeah,
existence.
see, that's it.
But you never know. They
Yeah.
could be sitting around thinking, oh, they know.
Yeah. Well, I've had that happen
no
on
one
live stream
knows.
pairs. Like, they see the headsets and they think that we're dialed into the front desk, too. And it's like,
Right. They're like, oh, they'll tell the front. No,
we have no way.
we do not at all. which is funny, but
Yeah.
you know, we look official.
We do.
Which is great.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think we should take a photo.
Okay.
I mean, we didn't take a picture. I
true.
took a picture of you earlier. So cute.
There we go.
Promise you all.
You'll
We're
get to
official
see it.
now.
Yeah, really. Who else do we have? We have William Lenamont, Gabriel Hale, Riker Patchen, Noah Kelly, Matthew Morton, and Frankie Fan on 7 and 8.
We do.
We have some bowlers. Now, I know you're Rotogrip, but some bowlers just picked up the Viking in the chat. They're chatting about the Viking. Have you thrown the Viking?
I have thrown the Viking.
You like it?
I give that ball 2 thumbs up.
Nice.
You know, I will say this. There are some balls that come out, and again, I'm very fortunate that I get to drill them all, that out of the box, you know, first time drilling, first time throwing it, etc., just give you that kind of like, whoa, like this ball is going to match what I need and what I like.
Yeah.
That ball was one of them.
Ah, cool.
Big fan of that Viking because it's not a super strong ASIM pearl,
Yeah.
but for me, it was very controllable. A lot of asymmetrical balls in general, for me, just come off the spot too much, and I don't have a super high rev rate at all. So, you know, again, Zach mentioned it yesterday that it just depends what someone's looking for, right?
Right. Well, yeah, the Bob in here, he said that he had Ion Max was his go-to ball.
Okay.
And now he added the Viking to it. It also seems like he has the Equinox Solid. So those are 3. If you were building an arsenal, I would say that those don't really overlap. I mean, Equinox and Ion Max are close.
They're similar, just big ASIM solids,
Right.
but different cores,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. So
And as you're building your arsenal, like that's stuff to pay attention to as well. If you are a fan, you know, you just love whatever ball it is, you know, do some research on that piece. Like, definitely figure out what the core is, figure out what the cover stock is, because oftentimes, you know, companies interchange a core with a different cover stock, you know, and you'll kind of figure out what combo you might gravitate towards. The other thing could be the layout works great for you.
yeah.
You know, I know a ton of people that have a favorite layout, so to
Yep.
speak, and they put it on every ball.
Yeah.
So they kind of keep that variable constant.
That's what I
think
try
is
to do.
Great.
I'm there.
I get it.
Yeah. I don't bowl on as many sport shot conditions anymore, and for me, it's when I'm putting together the arsenal, I am trying to eliminate as many variables. Like I'll go and bowl women's championships,
Right.
which is it's a modified pattern, but it's
Yeah.
never super. It's not the U.S. Open.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
So
Your ball will still hook
Yeah.
in an appropriate place,
Yeah.
you know.
So for me, that has been one of the variables I've tried to eliminate. However, I will say doing that sometimes, like for me, I didn't love my Equinox, even though everyone loved the Equinox. And I think that the layout just didn't match up with what I thought it would do. So,
Right.
yeah.
And that's, you know, we can speak in circles about that too. It's very challenging because I think as well, you know, there's a lot of information out there, lots of videos, lots of different opinions, right?
Yeah.
That it's, in my opinion, important to kind of gravitate towards someone that sort of bowls similarly to you and get their perspective on a piece. Because, for instance, I'm likely not going to be watching ball reviews from Jason Belmonte for a couple of reasons. Now, I will preface what I'm about to say with he's an absolutely incredible player,
Right.
without question.
Right.
However, I bowl nothing like him.
And you might watch him to get entertained, but you're not going to.
Yeah, I'm not a two-handed,
Yeah.
high rev rate, nothing.
Yeah.
Now, that does not mean I won't like the balls that he likes as well,
Sure.
you know. But my go-to to purchase a bowling ball is not going to be, oh, let me watch him bowl because I'll probably like it.
Yeah.
So just I don't know, food for thought, because every bowler is different, even though there's some that are obviously very similar. But I just think it's important that you do your research in the sense of, someone that is relatable.
For sure.
That's all.
We need to defend the kids a little bit in the chat. Someone teach these two-handers how to shoot a spare. Sure, a six-strike average is nice, but when you're 1/5 on your spares, you're not going anywhere.
Spares are very important.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say it's just two-handers. Leave them alone.
Oh, yeah. It's absolutely everybody.
Right.
And I will take that one step further. It is the very person commenting as well.
Yeah.
Adults alike. I fall into that category
Right.
where I've had just atrocious spare shooting.
Yeah.
Just off. Just having one of those days.
It happens.
Um,
And they're on a sport shot condition, which even if you're throwing plastic, a sport shot condition can adjust your spares.
Your angles for sure.
They also are in a building with, if they've never bowled in a building with a screen masking units.
Oh, there's so many
that
things.
can adjust things. So anyway.
These lanes have the markers down lanes, so that could be different for people too,
Yep.
which I love. I mean,
Yeah.
I think they're very helpful.
I like them too. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, spares are 100% critical.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. I mean, you're a great spare shooter.
When you look back at anybody's game,
Yeah.
anybody, in front of us, around, whatever, it doesn't matter. Even just one extra spare game is roughly, I forget the exact number, it's like 8.2 pins,
Yeah.
something like that, on average for the next throw. And you add that up over 15 games for the weekend, that's a real number. So, but what I see, and this is again just my outside perspective watching, is that a lot of them are friends,
Yeah.
which is great.
Yep.
I love that sense of community, and they probably met at this very tournament.
Right.
With that being said, also sort of a lack of focus
Yep.
in a lot of ways. You'll see a lot of them maybe rushing a little more than they might have, previously, or, we're trying to be the cool kid, or, fill in the blank.
Yeah.
But again, just my observation
No, you're right. For
is,
sure.
is that there's just maybe needs to be a little extra focus. And
So,
I would just say that for anybody.
Right. Yeah, Noah there, I had his bio pulled up. He is from Conway Family Bowl, 17 years old. He coaches Pee Wee football,
Oh, how fun.
which is super fun. He has bowled a 300 sanctioned game and wants to say hello to Coach Elder, Grammy and Papa, Grandma Karen, Grandpa and Grandma, Great-Grandma Eaton, and Keegan. Lots of people watching him, so that's fun. Anyway, I thought that was cute. I love when the kids
That's awesome.
start coaching.
Coaches
Yeah.
Pee Wee football.
Yeah.
When I'm like, wow,
Right.
super cool.
Yeah.
Like maybe there's just a future in teaching in some
Anything.
capacity.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I know for me, I mean, there's so much joy I get from coaching, teaching. Like it
Yeah.
all falls into that category because, I just think if you can pay it forward in some way, and if it's obviously something you're passionate about, which of course is bowling, that's just like the icing on the cake,
Yeah. Agreed.
I'm not out here teaching AP chemistry or something
No,
like
I
that.
wouldn't be either. But you're right. I mean, I think these kids, don't be afraid to start coaching. If you're one of the lucky ones that your youth bowling league has multiple squads, maybe ask if you can volunteer and help the little ones in
Yeah.
one of the breaks if you're free on Saturdays, or coach them if you bowl at 9 and your second
Correct.
squad's at 11. See if you can coach at 11. Never hurts, and it makes your game better. I mean, I don't know about you, but coaching usually makes your game better.
I do enjoy it because anytime I feel like I can give a lesson, I'm giving it to myself as well.
Correct.
Like it's a reminder of, timing, footwork, all the things.
Yeah, the stuff
that-
you forget about.
Yeah, you kind of take for granted because
Yeah.
you're like, well, I just know how to do it.
Right.
Well, again, going back to the focus thing I just mentioned, like you can't lose sight of that because it's always going to be some sort of work in progress.
Right.
And my thinking is just that for every moment you're not kind of working on yourself, like somebody else is.
Right.
So, I think one of the questions yesterday during the Q&A was, what does my personal practice regimen look like? And it doesn't alter a whole lot during the off season versus gearing up towards, May when we're about to start competing. I think I will just bowl more on patterns versus just going through the motions and the reps. But I think
Do you take time off after the season's over, or are you one that you just keep kind of?
I just keep going.
Yeah.
But I keep going because I enjoy it.
Right. Right.
I don't keep going because I feel like, oh my gosh, I have to.
Right.
I mean, trust me, I have plenty of things going on. If I didn't want to practice, I'd be okay.
Yeah.
You
Right.
know?
Right.
But I just, maybe I'm one of the rare ones that I just love it.
Yeah.
I
that's
don't know.
cool.
I'm a bowling dork. I'm okay saying that because, like, even though, this weekend I'm not bowling, of course, but
Sure.
I love being here
Yeah.
because I love being around people that love it too. And it's sort of contagious in a good way.
Yeah.
That, when you can share your passion and your love for something, that's what I tell everybody when I coach them, when I give lessons. It's like, look, my job is to have you leave here loving bowling just a little more.
Yeah.
Because if you do, you'll do it more.
Right.
And that's the goal.
That's the key.
Right? And if you're not in a league, maybe you'll join a league.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll bowl a tournament. It looks differently for everybody.
Well, and you've certainly, Coach Pat, of course, was in your life, and she's such an awesome coach. There's so many great coaches out there, but it's always fun to have her. She always is, because I think Larielle has some of you in her game now. When I watch her bowl, like I see some things that you do, and I'm like, oh, Coach Pat is getting her. Like she's got her. It's so fun.
Got her.
Yeah, it's so fun to watch.
And then
but
she won junior gold a couple years
did,
back.
Yeah. So there's just so many. But I mean, in this area, you have Donna Connors, and I mean, there's so many people here.
Yeah,
that
it's
are,
very concentrated.
Yeah, which is great. I love when, because some people might look at it like, oh, there's so much competition, but really, of course, people could feel like they're competing with each other, but you're not, because you're really just trying to help people.
Right.
And like you just said, you want people to have fun so they keep coming back. So
we can all coexist.
there's more
You
for
know?
everybody.
I mean, this is actually a perfect example. We're
Yeah.
at Cityview Lanes in Fort Worth,
Yep.
where, you could argue I'm local, but in many ways I'm not. I'm
Right.
over an hour from here, so I never come here.
Sure.
So, Carolyn is in this area.
Yeah.
Paul Fleming is in this area.
Yeah.
These are their people,
Yeah.
Now, obviously people can commute, but
Right.
at the same time, to your point, it's like we're close,
Right.
but we're not that close.
Right,
And you got
right.
Linda and Chris, they're in the middle. They're
Yep.
in like the Denton area.
Well, yeah, and what I love about it too is you have really built these training facilities in this area, like Ballard's Bowling Academy. Like they can take you on the lanes here, and they can work with you in their specto, and they can do all the things, right? And
Right.
you have training tools in your place where you can utilize different things. So
It's pretty
yeah.
cool because, at my center, Chris Warren's shop
Yes.
has lanes in it.
Which is so fun.
I could be wrong. I don't know many pro shops that have lanes inside of them.
Not anymore.
There
man. Yeah.
might be, but he's definitely one of the few, if any. So that's pretty cool. The training
Yeah.
center itself, the ITRC, is
Yeah.
in Arlington.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's, you almost feel like anything's within like a 30 to 45-minute drive.
Well, and it is pretty amazing because in that they are building facilities. Like you mentioned that ITRC here, Turbo Tech in
Right.
Michigan, right? That's another one that they now have. Eric Krause is their coaching full time.
Okay.
So they have the ability to give lessons, and then KEGEL, of course, in Florida. So you have like regionally.
You have, Parker's up in New Jersey.
Oh,
You got,
right. Yep.
There's something in Phoenix. I don't know the name exactly
B3,
of that.
I think. Yeah. So yeah, you're kind of building these little places where, and Mark Baker, of course, up in
Oh, yeah.
California, and he runs some camps in Vegas.
Right.
So, and it tis the season, as they say. But if you have a bowler in your life, gifting them a trip to one of those training facilities is a amazing gift.
Oh my gosh. 100%.
Yeah.
And it's the gift that kind of keeps giving, so to speak.
Yeah. Right.
But there's so much information out there and available to you. You just kind of got to look for it a little bit, but it's there.
Sure.
Even just yesterday, that 1 hour little seminar that we did on the lanes, with the patterns and bowling balls, that was super helpful, so anytime someone can, kind of soak up something extra that they're not familiar with, it's just kind of adding to your own little bag of tricks of things that you're learning, which I think is very, very critical.
Yeah, looks like we might have a little lane breakdown on 3 and 4, but Owen Massengill, who's from Buffalo Lanes, the famous Buffalo Lanes, he just got a double there.
Is that Buffalo Lanes in North Carolina?
Yeah, yes.
Very cool. I've bowled there before.
Yeah,
beautiful center. Wow.
So good, right?
Beautiful center.
Yeah, he bowls at Buffalo Lanes North.
Okay.
16 years old.
Awesome.
He has bowled a 300 and 2 800 series, and he was a gymnast for 8 years.
Wow.
Yeah, so pretty cool.
It's always intriguing to me at what point someone commits to, whatever it is, bowling, of course, right now. But obviously he was a gymnast for a long time. It's like, well, what changed? Like, what made you decide, there might be a better future in this avenue versus something else? Well, we got Gavin finished up with a 235. Great start. We got William over here on 7 and 8. Finished with a 221. So we got some decent games going. Looks like we got a little bit of a holdup for 3 and 4. Got to fix the ball return belt.
Yeah, I just heard. Which this is when Steph, as a player, you're like 10th frame.
Listen, is it frustrating? Sure. However, it is a machine.
Yeah, and you can't control it.
It has the ability to break and malfunction more often than maybe not. So, but what I think the ultimate answer to your question is, especially when you're bowling well, and all of a sudden you have to take a 5-10 minute break, whatever it is, it kind of throws you off your rhythm, literally speaking.
Yeah, but if you've ever been in the back of a bowling center, or just when they lift up the ball return and see how many parts go into a bowling lane, isn't it amazing to you that it doesn't break more often?
It is. It is fascinating.
Yeah.
Maybe the mechanics would not agree with us because there are so many parts.
Yeah.
But it's a machine.
Yeah. It happens.
It happens. There's no opportune time other than maybe during open play.
Well, and you really, a situation like this, you can't always predict that it's going to happen. I mean,
correct.
A belt doesn't snap until it snaps.
There was a ball return and the ball did not return.
Yeah.
So that's saying it's stuck.
Yeah.
Or it's sometimes the belts you can smell the rubber kind of burning.
Yeah, right. And we
which
didn't smell
we do
anything.
not
Yeah,
from here. So you just kind of never know.
that's all right. They're on it. They're just a small hiccup.
Yeah,
Did you say William 221 over here?
I
Look.
did.
Okay.
Yes,
cool.
I did.
You're good. You're
Good
solid.
job. Good job.
I like it. Grayson has a very interesting spelling of his name. Grayson here.
Yes, he
212.
does.
Graesyn. I like it.
Now I wonder how he filled out his jot form. How you
did
say
not.
his name?
He didn't fill it out. The U18 boys, as I mentioned earlier, I'm not calling them out, but I am calling them out. They don't fill out their bios.
So if you are in the chat and you know,
A U18 boy, just fill out the bio.
check your email,
Yeah.
click the link.
Yeah, it's amazing.
But
And
it's,
they're U18 boys. What are you gonna do?
listen, they're here. They're doing the thing.
They're
That's
like,
a win for some of them,
Yeah.
We got a couple U18 girls making the flip over here that will be joining us as soon as looks like 3 and 4 gets done, and 5 and 6 will be making the move here.
Yeah, someone in the chat already predicted Bella Castillo is making her way down here. I see her sitting. She's waiting patiently.
Yes, she is here with Anna.
Bella, of course, recently announced she's going to Jack State, I believe. Think Jack State?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure. Now I'm questioning myself, but she just,
I know she did a bunch of visits,
yeah.
which is cool to see. I love seeing that, and all the, they get all the gear and do the photo shoots and all the things.
Yeah, so she has Jacksonville State. She's going. She's going to hang out with your friend.
All right. She's going to go see
Shannon.
my bestie, Shannon.
That's right.
Well, she will be in great hands, speaking of coaches.
No kidding, right?
Yeah.
Brian and Shannon,
I
man.
have my own Jack State gear, so I will be a fan.
Nice.
From
I would
the
expect nothing
bleachers,
less. I'm just a fan of the fact they just got a puppy.
I mean, that's like having another kid.
Yeah, no kidding.
100%.
All right, Steph, I think we're going to take a short break.
All right.
And let the kids move, and we will be right back.
We'll be back. Bye.
All right, we're back. We got some young ladies.
We're here.
All right, Steph, be honest. The talent of the young ladies today. Do you feel like you watch some of them and you're like, whoa, that is like way more advanced than I was at that age? Or do you feel like, no, it's cool. It's good.
I was definitely not that good at
And you
15,
were
16.
good. You had a stellar youth career. So
Yeah,
I just think it's progressed so much.
It's all relatively speaking,
Right.
Like, so when
Yeah.
I was a youth bowler and bowled junior gold and whatever, like, there just weren't that many, I suppose. Not even high caliber players, just bowlers in general,
Right.
So, like, my junior gold days, it was just girls and boys division. That
Yep,
was it.
yeah.
Whether you were 12 or 20, like,
Right.
you're just bowling all together.
And
So
you probably bowled against the guys a lot as a youth bowler.
As a youth bowler, for sure.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
For sure.
Keep
In
going.
fact, I bowled in high school on the boys' team.
Right.
My senior year, so that was exciting. But yeah, the talent is just on a different level. I think a lot of it is equipment driven and just the sheer fact that they're exposed to all of these elements a lot more than, my youth career looked like. So it's pretty awesome to see. And, whenever some of these girls make it to the PWBA and I'm done bowling, I will be their biggest cheerleader. I will be like, I knew it.
Yeah.
And I told you so.
But you do want them to wait a little longer.
Yeah,
Just give me a few years.
I'll take my chances, but
no, yeah.
It's we're just living in a different type of world, that's for sure.
Yeah, and I just feel like at this age, Rob and I were talking about it earlier, the fundamentals are just quicker and quicker. They have the fundamentals, which allows you to talk about more advanced stuff at a younger age.
Right.
And the balance of the line and the speed and the control, like all of the things that you used to have to teach in college, they're teaching in middle school.
Right.
Yeah.
They're just exposed to it so much earlier, which is amazing in some respects,
Right.
And you can definitely see the difference between those that understand it better
For sure.
than some other ones. And again, it's just a matter of having the information available to you and utilizing it as you see best.
So we have Miss Anna Antony here. Stellar shot.
That was a great shot. I got that one on video.
You're lucky. You didn't jinx her. She has 14 SYC titles. She is in the U18 division. I think
Now, how much scholarship do they win, Blair, when they do win?
At an SYC?
Yes.
It depends on the field. It's based on each age division.
Okay.
Because obviously the prize fund's based on how many entries in each certain division. It's not like total, right? But the boys usually get around 1,000.
Okay.
Sometimes more. The girls are close to that as well in the U18 division, and then it just kind of goes down.
Yeah, but that's real money.
Real money.
And it adds
yeah,
up.
It really does.
If you've won 14 of them, that's 14,000 if my math
Exactly.
is right.
Exactly.
Pretty cool.
Now, Anna did just move up to the U18, so she's been U12, U15. So those prize funds were a little smaller, but still,
Absolutely.
I would think her smart account is
It's doing just fine.
Yeah. But to your point, we actually I was bowling league, and one of my teammates, their daughter, just bowled some local events in Utah, and then bowled a couple of like city tournaments, different things, right? And she is now going to college, logged into her smart account, and she had like $900 sitting in the smart account. She's like, I had no idea it was that much.
Nice.
And that is like, that's a significant amount when every dollar counts. When parents, you'll know this when you're
Oh,
at
yeah.
that college point.
Oh, yeah.
Every dollar counts, and whether it's for books or whether it's for something, like you
Right.
got to offset as much as you can when you get to that point.
I mean, I don't even know what college is going to cost by the time my kids are there. And to that point, if they decide to go that route,
Yeah,
versus a trade school or
Right.
military, like there's so many options available,
and you can use the smart money towards those things too, which
Yeah.
I think some people don't even realize.
it's crazy the list of things you can use it for.
Right. Growing, and then if we're watching some of these young ladies. We mentioned Bella earlier. She just committed to Jack State, and I'm sure some of these other young ladies are going to choose to go to an NCAA school, which you can't use smart money towards. But grad school
Mhm.
is always a potential option later, and you can use smart money towards that.
Right.
And other things that you might want to do after you're done with your undergrad, which is such a great opportunity.
And I could be totally wrong in saying this, so do not quote me, that if you do not get a full ride to an NCAA program, I do believe you can use your smart money to help offset some of that.
Yeah, I think they've changed it. Now there are some ability to use that, which they've changed it so many times, like all the rules and everything. But you know
Right.
what? You have a team there. When I went
Somebody will tell you absolutely what you can or cannot do.
and use the money. I think it goes without saying that scholarship money is there for you. And
Right.
even if it's a little hard, like I remember when I was in college, I would have to go actually physically to the bursar's office and give them like the smart account number.
How do I use this?
Yeah. And I would do it like every quarter, and then they would pull the money out. But if I didn't do that, it would have just sat there, which would
Right.
have been terrible. So
And-
yeah.
Which leads me to the thought of, how much money gets just left unused.
Correct.
Just
yeah.
in general.
Right. Well, and the USVC has started because the unused funds start recycling back to tournaments or to other bowlers, but they've started to add and it's not incentives isn't the right word, but like they'll double some money, or they'll send all of the active smart users $1,000.
Wow.
So if you're that's the other thing. Even if your freshman year, and check all the rules like
Right.
NCAA everything. But if you're just at a normal school and you're like, oh, I'm gonna save my smart money for my senior year,
Something.
right?
Down the road.
Don't. It's like you go in and use a little bit, because then you'll get that $1,000 or whatever
Right.
they're giving.
So they know that you're
in college, you're
using
actively
it.
using it. Yeah. Anyway, I'll get off my soapbox now.
hey, someone needs to hear that.
Ugh. And yeah,
They may very well tonight
right.
go log in and
That's what I mean.
see
Right.
what's in there.
Right. Go take a look and show your kids too.
I
That
may have
makes
some
it
smart money left. Who knows?
really right.
Speaking of,
Our friend Jersey here, she's left 2 splits, but she's been bowling great this weekend. She's from Perryville, Missouri. She bowls at Imperial Bowling, 15 years old.
lots of time left, lots of years left.
That's right. She plays volleyball for her high school,
Awesome.
and she has bowled at Junior Gold for the past 4 years. Just keeps learning there.
I mean, if she's only 15 and she's been bowling for 4 years, she's got plenty of time left.
That's right. We have Julie Brandolino in the chat. Hello, Julie. We miss you too.
Hello.
We miss Gianna. It's weird. It's so weird not to see some of the girls that were around for so long, and now they're in college, and it's fun to watch them though.
It's just another, generation, so to speak. Kind of a turning of the page. The next gen.
That's right.
But it's inevitable. Obviously, we all get older.
Yes, we do. I don't. I never get older.
Okay.
Steph, you don't either.
Yeah, we look exactly the same.
Right. Good shot by Liv over there. Olivia Lizzie, of course. She just committed to Wichita State.
I did see that recently. Super cool.
See Miss Charlotte. She's from Oklahoma, I believe. Now,
Yes.
Olivia Rogers is from England.
You know, she won a prize earlier when we were giving away the gift cards and things of that nature, and her accent gave her away.
You were like, you are not from here.
I was like, wow, you traveled far.
Yeah. She's 16 years old. She bowled in the final of the 2025 LBC and placed fourth.
Nice.
She loves shopping. She will be looking for malls after she's done bowling today.
I mean, I can't fault her for that. I do too. I just can't afford it.
Yeah.
So to speak.
Well, and
you know.
we're going to have to ask Olivia, like, what does she like to buy when she's in the U.S.? Because are there things here that she can't get in the
Yeah,
UK?
and I don't know what the exchange rate is and if it's cheaper here.
Right.
I would guess so.
Right.
But could totally be wrong.
Yeah.
But I love shopping too.
Yeah, me too. Too much. Too much.
I'm telling you, retail therapy is real.
It is. Good or bad.
It's just, even if it's a temporary little fix for you to feel good for about
That's right.
something, especially after bowling bad. Just
Absolutely.
go buy yourself a cookie.
Amen. Yeah. Go cheer yourself up.
I mean, you know,
And it's right
who
around
says
the
you
holidays.
can't buy happiness, Blair?
Right.
I did bring donuts in this morning.
You
so,
did, and it did bring some happiness.
You know, I wouldn't say donuts are my weakness. It's sugar.
Yeah, me too.
So-
I like sugar. Yeah.
I just like sugar. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's my cross to bear, and that's okay.
We skipped dinner last night, but there was a Sonic.
Okay.
And I have not had a Sonic slushie since I was about 16, and I got one last night. Money.
Was it the cherry limeade?
No, I got a grape slushie, just regular.
But it's the ice.
It is
It's the Sonic ice. I mean, if
yes.
you've not had a Sonic drink,
Right.
it's the ice.
Yeah.
Same with like Chick-fil-A. Just the little pieces where you don't feel like your tooth is going to chip off when you bite the ice.
It's so fun. Yeah.
It makes a difference.
We got Miss Anaya Hall here. She's from Fort Meade in Maryland.
Nice.
Some
So
more
she's far
travel.
from home.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people travel to get here. It's definitely.
I mean, Dallas is obviously a big metroplex. We're at the Fourth Ward side. However, just as far as an airport perspective, we have two. So
Yeah.
flying into Love Field, which is primarily Southwest,
Yep.
and then all the other ones at DFW. So it's a great metroplex to fly into because there's lots of flight options. And I've been to my share of airports.
You have. Yes.
In fact, a little quick funny story. Last year, I had flight credit through American that I had to use by a certain day, and we were bowling in Waterloo, Iowa.
Okay.
So I contemplated driving. It wasn't too far, but I said, you know what? Let me look into flights into Waterloo, not Cedar Rapids or any of the other larger airports in the area. Let me look into Waterloo. So I flew into Waterloo.
Yeah.
And it was the cutest experience ever. 2 gates. The people that checked our bags in also checked us in at the gates. They also were the ones that I saw outside putting my luggage on the plane.
No way.
They were the whole airport crew. There was no outside crew, ticket crew, luggage crew.
That's
it was
amazing.
the Waterloo airport crew. And it was so funny. They had, there was nothing in the airport. There was no food. There was no concession, nothing. 2 gates. And this random bookshelf with a ton of books on it. I said, I'm going to spend my time waiting here trying to find the oldest book on this shelf because they just looked old.
Yeah.
So I found one from like the 60s. I'm Like, this book has probably been here since the 60s because
No
it was
kidding.
like orangish yellow.
Oh my gosh.
It was hilarious.
That is
That is
an
by far
experience.
the smallest airport I've ever flown into.
Yeah.
In my entire life.
I had a random flight experience this year that was, these kids, they learn the travel thing early too, because they're having to travel to all these places. But my little sister was graduating from college in Chicago, and they were, Chicago, the Windy City,
Oh, yeah.
was also having like a tornado, it seemed like, or something.
Great.
It was, and I'm flying into it. What could possibly go wrong?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. So, and I really didn't. I don't think I was aware of the severity of the weather. Like,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, there's a storm.
Like, no big
but
deal.
It's Chicago,
Like,
right?
they won't fly us if it's that bad.
Yeah. So here's how bad it was. Beyonce was having a concert that night. Beyonce's concert got delayed.
Yeah.
So here.
I mean, Queen Bee, you know?
Right. So my flight was not delayed though. So here we are. We're on. We try to land one time into O'Hare, and we don't land. We go back up, and I'm like, all right, okay, which happens, right? If you travel enough, you've had the
You're like, okay, we missed our opportunity.
Right.
We're
So
going to
go
make
back
a circle.
up, going to make a circle, right? Circle around, come back. The weather's worse by this point. So our pilot tries to land. He gets one wheel down, not the other wheel, and he pulls up. And we're like, and that one was a little scarier than the first attempt because there was half of the plane down and the other half not.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
that one kind of throws you. So pulls back up and then informs us he's running out of gas because we came from Salt Lake to Chicago. We've gone around once. And there's weather. So we can't circle for endless amounts of time. So we go and land in Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Of course you do, because that's the closest airport that has no severe weather.
And in my head, I'm going, what is happening here? Now, I did not even know there. I'm from the Midwest. Love Fort Wayne, Indiana. Been there a few times.
Sure.
Lots of bowlers in that area.
EJ and all of
Yeah.
them.
Didn't really know they had an airport in Fort Wayne.
For that big of a plane.
Right. Well,
Maybe just the little puddle jumpers.
Here, yes. So true, because when we landed, the one guy that knew how to use the ramp for our big 737 or whatever the big plane was, he was at home already for the night, so they had to call him back in to come and work the ramp. And
your shift is not over. We have a diverted plane from Chicago.
Yeah. To your point,
Which may not stop because the runway's not that big.
right. So then they announced, by the way, this plane has to be inspected before it can fly again because of the poor landing. And that crew has to come from Detroit.
Oh my goodness, what a disaster. At this point, you could have drove back to Chicago. I mean,
no,
not
true,
really.
right. But well, ironically, my parents were driving from Columbus, Ohio, and had just gone through Fort Wayne. I'm like, can you turn around?
Just come pick me up.
Come back. But anyway, so but small town America, which Fort Wayne isn't really that small of a town, honestly.
They probably had more than 2 gates.
They had more than 2 gates, but the restaurant was already closed. Like, this airport was closed for the night.
Oh my
and
gosh,
it wasn't
that's so
that
funny.
late. It just was like there were no more flights that night. So they have this big plane of people, and we all were nonstop from, or some might have had connections, but I was nonstop from Salt Lake to Chicago. We were landing at like 6 o'clock.
Can I interest you in a Snickers bar from the vending machine?
Correct, right? So they've actually brought their restaurant staff back and reopened their restaurant. We were there until I think it was like 11 or 11:30. They got us up back on the plane. They flew us, but it was like one of those weird experiences that you will.
But what a cool, I mean, in the moment, not cool.
Right,
But
yeah.
the situation, like, good customer service.
It was unreal.
You're like, these people are home cooking their own dinner.
Yes.
Getting called back in, like, which is totally an anomaly.
Yeah.
You know,
right.
that is probably happened once in a blue moon.
Yeah. So I will tell you, I mean, like Olivia here coming from England, like, you never know when you get on that plane where you're going to end up that day.
I'm telling you, you just hope that it lands safely somewhere. You will eventually get to where you're going.
Yes.
Which is great.
The goal.
But Yeah, I don't have a specific horror story, so to speak, that like sticks out. Um, I can distinctly recall airports, because some of them we frequent more than others.
Correct.
Um, but to your point about the Fort Wayne, kind of everything being shut down,
Right.
Rochester, New York is very much like that.
Yes.
Where, it's not that small. Maybe 10 gates, if I recall correctly. So by no means big. Everything was closed.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow, okay, well, I guess we're just going to find the closest vending machine and call it a day.
Right. Cheez-Its for dinner.
Hey.
Not bad, though.
There's worse things.
Yeah.
So
Faith Holmes here, we talked about Olivia Lizzie committing to Wichita. Faith Holmes is from Wichita, Kansas.
Okay.
She bowls at Let's Roll Seneca, 15 years old, first SYC. She loves that bowling is such an inviting community that welcomes people from all backgrounds.
That is 100% true.
Yeah. Plays multiple instruments, including cello, violin, and bass.
Okay.
And wants to say hi to Dad. He's sorry he couldn't be here today, but she knows that he's is supporting her. Yeah.
So, Dad, if you're in the chat, she says hello.
Hello, Dad.
Thanks for everything.
I think that's all of our bios. I wanted to make sure we didn't miss anyone. But we had, I do know Charlotte here. She didn't fill out a bio, but her and her brother and her little sister came to bowl this weekend. And when they checked in, they were like, we are a Storm family.
They are new bowlers, so I can tell you a little bit about them.
Okay, awesome.
Her mom, we met through social media.
Oh, cool.
And they're from the Tulsa area. And I had given her a couple virtual lessons, her mom.
Oh, sweet.
Super sweet lady. And then she came down to our women's clinic here last February.
Yeah.
That we did with Carolyn and team. So after chatting with her yesterday, they're going to come back again. We're going to do it again in February.
Great.
It's, we haven't worked out all the details.
Yeah.
But, so they had just kind of started bowling as a family and then just got consumed by it.
Yeah,
It was the coolest little story because, bowling can find you at any point in your life. And I think that is one of the coolest parts about it because, as a youth bowler, as a senior bowler, everybody in between, there's just a space for you, and if you don't want to compete at this level on the sport shots, et cetera, you don't have to.
Right.
And I think that's just what's awesome about it because, at the end of the day, it's such a small community.
It is,
in the grand scheme of things, like we're all connected, whether we like it or not, by bowling.
It's true.
And I think that's what kind of makes it fun.
Jersey, that ball that just left the 4-9 was not that high. Jersey's not getting. She's not getting breaks. There's someone that said go Jersey. We feel for Jersey over here.
I think, I'm just going to note the obvious. For those of you that aren't aware, they are bowling on twister pins.
Yeah.
Which, sometimes just don't tend to fall.
Yeah. They just twist.
They just, or don't do anything. They're
yeah,
just like,
true.
You want to go high? There's no chance of a 4-pin. It's a 4-9,
Yeah.
Whatever the case may be.
Yeah, and honestly, that pair looks a little rough because these are some stellar bowlers. And if you see like Bella, 123 in the 7th on a strike, right? Anna, 123 or 143 in the 8th on a strike. It's they're not.
They're trying to figure it out here.
They're like, what is happening? Meanwhile, Olivia Lizzie over here.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Speaking of 4-9, trip the 4 out for a nice 205.
Faith Holmes, 206. Yeah, they're all kind of getting together on this pair, and they're like, we're going to just strike. I don't know about the rest of you, but
that's right.
We're good.
And again, we chatted about it earlier for the short pattern, which the same conversation applies to any pattern. It's, going to be game 2, finishing up here, and just trying to figure out, once those scores get updated, what the pace looks like.
Right.
So it just, you just never really know. You just never know, Blair.
Just never know what's going to happen. All right, I'm pulling for Jersey here. Come on, let's get the first one in the 10th.
She deserves it. Give it to her.
Throws it so good.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think this lane is
The little shaking of the head, like, gosh.
I don't know if it's
if it's
hooking a
me
lot
or...
down there, but I definitely think 5 and 6 is tighter. I've seen it all day. Like the boys were 210ing early on this pair, even on the short pattern, which I'm like, how are they 210ing right now? But they figured it out.
And obviously they're bowling in medium pattern, 42 feet. The volume is a little higher than the short pattern. So it's just all those little details to pay attention to, and commit to the adjustment.
It's fair.
Quicker.
Yeah.
Because again, like we already said earlier, 10 frames goes by quickly. And it feels like it goes quicker when you're not bowling well.
It does.
Because then you're like rushing. You're just trying to get through it and be done with it, Olivia finished with a nice 199 there, so she's minus 15.
So fans at home, you can see at the corner of your screen, Bella is cuddling a lamb. I want to ask her what the name of her lamb is.
Is that, does she bring it with her often?
I'm going to have to ask her. I haven't seen the lamb before. I'm not sure if it's a new lamb, but...
Or a security thing,
I mean, they do, some of those are weighted now, which is like a total stress relief. Like, yeah, they have weighted stuffed animals if you're in the market, Steph.
We have way too many stuffed animals at home, Blair. And
I'm
listen,
sure.
I get it. I personally went through that phase of just,
me
the
too.
Squishmallows are the thing now.
Yep.
And just, I don't know, you just acquire them. But the problem is,
what do you do with them?
They take up space.
Yeah.
Okay, so my daughter, love her. Now, I'm the guilty one here because I'm the one that buys them. So it's shame on me. Like, this whole thing is shame on me.
And you probably started this, whatever it is.
Of course I did. and I'm going to have to be the one to end it at some point. But here we are, with probably 50 plus what we call stuffies, which have now taken over the top bunk.
Oh,
because that's where they live.
It's their home.
And depending on what kind of mood we're in, they're organized nicely. And then other days it's just like, we're just going to throw them up there because they're off the floor.
Right.
So
you have a whole neighborhood of stuffies.
Shame on me for that little, taste of happiness. But to your point, we were talking earlier about traveling and stuff. So I did bring my family with me in Myrtle Beach last weekend.
How many stuffies?
We only bought one, but we went to Build-A-Bear. So that stuffy costs like 3 stuffies.
Yeah, that place that is an expensive place.
I'm just upset. I didn't think of that idea.
Yeah.
Build your own bear and then pay twice as much to put a dress on it.
Yeah, name
shoes.
it. Yeah. It is a pretty good marketing.
It's a cool concept.
It is, yeah. I think it was very cool back in the day. I remember when it came out. I still think birthdays and stuff.
It is
people
still cool. Because they come out with different bears and stuff now. Our gender reveal was a Build-A-Bear for Levi.
Oh, that's cute.
And I loved that
Good
idea.
job by Bella.
We brought the card that had the gender to them. Now, Chris dressed the boy, which is a football player, so I dressed the girl as a cheerleader.
Right.
We had them do it. We left the store. We came back. Obviously, it was boxed
boxed up. Yeah.
So we went
That's
live.
Amazing.
And Levi loves that bear because that's his bear.
Oh, that's sweet. That's very sweet.
So there is, there's definitely, for me, there's a little sentimental value with that. But, yep, she wanted to Build-A-Bear, so I gave in and bought the dang Build-A-Bear, which, goes with us on road trips and stuff.
Right, yeah.
At some point, it will end up on the top bunk.
Yeah, that is the problem. And then you always think like, oh, this is the one stuffy,
Yeah.
right? Because you everyone has that one stuffy.
I still have my teddy bear from when I was 3. Now, I only have one,
right.
but I have it.
I do have a bin of stuffed animals, but the one thing I have that is pretty insane is I have my blanket
Yeah.
from kindergarten.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Now I don't still use it; it's in my closet, but
You got it.
It's there. Yeah, it is. So, anyway, you never know what you'll keep.
You never know what you're really gonna like hang on to.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, you're like, what am I gonna do with this? Just
I question
put
myself.
it in my closet.
Yeah, exactly. It's just sitting there. It's in my blanket bit in the middle. But Steph, thank you for joining us. I think you are going to exit today, but you'll be back tomorrow, is what I heard.
I'll be
correct?
back here tomorrow morning, and looking forward to it. Long pattern. A couple more games here on the medium.
Perfect. Yeah, we have some more guests coming in, but thanks for hanging out with us. We're going to take a short break. It looks like I don't
we
even
got some
see
time.
bowlers.
They're not even over here, so definitely have time to make a bathroom break and get a little snack, and we're good.
All right. Well, we will be right back.
Bye, everybody.
All right, and we are back, and I am joined by the owner of Cityview Lanes, Josh Modello. Josh, welcome.
Hi, how are you?
Good. We're a little quiet, so let's turn your headset up.
It's better? Is that better?
That's
That's better. Awesome.
Josh, thank you for having the SYC back
Of course.
in Texas. We love coming here. How's everything going so far?
It's been going pretty smooth overall. I mean, we had some obvious calls in front of 5 through 10 in this bay with some deadwoods and not sending full racks, but we're handling it pretty well overall.
Yeah, and you just went through or still going through a big remodel, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting, right? So why don't you tell the fans at home what they can expect if they come to Cityview in the future?
Sure. So we committed to a 3-year plan, trying to get the center back to where we think it should be. We're doing a revitalization project between lanes 43 and 62 right now, which we're about 80% complete, 85% complete. Brand new pipes, new restrooms, new carpet, brand new pin setters on that side, gutters and bumpers. We also added a division wall between lanes 43 and 44, the old 43 and 4. We're going to have a tunnel built right there, so when we have championship events, we can do kind of something like South Point does in Reno, where it gives that championship experience. Players get to go through that tunnel, do the breakaway, have the fog, lights, and cameras. I think that's what kind of makes every athlete's memory bigger of that event, and trying to make that our VIP side of the center. We believe that that's where bowling is going for the evening crowd, and so we want to be with the times. And then obviously we're going to continue with Brunswick and put NXTs on lanes 1 through 42 over the next 2 summers.
Awesome. Yeah, and the renovation, and then of course you got the media wall, the big obvious thing, and everyone at home is watching. They may not know that's a media wall, but
Sure.
It is. Yeah.
Bowling Media has been great. Maxime is owner of Bowling Media and, out of Belgium, so we were lucky enough to install this wall back last November, and we get to utilize it for multiple events.
Yeah, that's perfect. And then you, of course, have your pulse on the scene of youth bowling and collegiate bowling across the country. You love watching it, and you bowled collegiately, so you know a thing
No,
or
I
two.
didn't.
I thought you did.
Didn't bowl collegiately.
Okay.
Bowled some singles events, but I was more in golf, competitive golf, growing up, and parents always said if you didn't go professional at 18, don't waste your time. Get an education. There's nothing wrong with getting an 8-to-5 job and pursuing that, and then you can always give back to the future. So that's been our goal. Jen and Guy are youth directors here at Cityview, and we give them a great place, a nurturing environment to develop the next generation of bowlers here in DFW and in Texas. And then I coach our youth players that ask for the help and come in at 7. And we do at least 6-8 hours of bowling on Saturdays, and then 2 to 3, 4 hours on weekdays.
That's awesome. Yeah. You put together a great group of players, and they go and bowl in tournaments all over the country, and then Junior Gold, of course, and all the big events. How many players do you have bowling in this event?
Right now, I think a little over a dozen, maybe
Okay.
11 to 13, so about a dozen.
Okay.
Tori Franklin, unfortunately, is not here, but she had a great summer. Finished second at Junior Gold and then won the PBA Junior World Series events this summer. So we're happy to see her go off to Mount Mercy. And in front of us, we have on lanes 9 and 10. 9 and 10, Claire Campbell. She's our WSU commit, Wichita State commit here at Cityview Lanes. So it's kind of cool to see her. And Maddie was just down here earlier, if I'm not mistaken. She was on 3 and 4 the last game.
Yeah. Cool. Nice. Great group. So in front of us, we have Amelia Mahler, Taylor Morgan, Emily Schmidt, Bonnie Cox, Jade Campbell, Daphne Lahr. And on 7 and 8, we have Dakota Harding, Daisy Newton, Leah Gerard, Avery Bourne, Kira Sampson, and Emmy Messing.
Nice pronunciations. I could not do that.
Yeah, well, I probably butchered a couple. You just have to be confident and apologize. Like, I apologize for anyone I mispronounced.
Sure.
But we do have some bios. Let's see if anyone filled out some fun facts. Miss Emily here, she's fun. She's from Mankato, Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Yeah.
Minnesota, I like that.
Bowls
Cool.
at Wow Zone. She's 12 years old. We read this earlier because she was just to the right of the stream, but I think it's so important. She did miss cut at Junior Gold by 1 pin this summer, but it made her realize that every pin counts.
Correct.
And she just wants to work that much more. And we also found out that she has the second fastest lab dog in the country. His name is Mickey.
Lab dog.
Lab dog, like lab. Like,
that's really cool.
yeah, it's super fun. Wants to give a shout out to Grandma, Dad, Aaron, Mickey Mouse, Justice, Kurt, and Jack. Emily Bowles, the Elite Youth Tour events.
EYTs, yeah?
Yeah.
Miss Deandra runs those events, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. And then, of course, Junior Gold is going to Minnesota, so everyone's coming to visit Emily this summer.
Right. I'm excited. I think it's great that Gary, Mr. Brown, and the team at USBC HQ have developed a big program just like Junior Gold. It's a big championship where they can debut and show off their skills in front of coaches and pay out almost $500,000 in scholarship. I mean,
it's amazing, yeah.
How much more could you ask for?
Right. Shot by Leah there. That was on a double. But Jade Campbell, who just bowled on lane 5, she's from Valdosta, Georgia. She bowls at Jack's Lanes. This is her first SYC. She made the Georgia All-Star U15 team at 9 years old, and she's won Pepsi 3 times in a row. She loves to make TikToks and paint nails.
That's cool.
And wants to say hello to everyone back home and hi to her favorite bowler, Gigi Mason. She's super fun.
Are y'all going to Rhode Island again this coming year?
I don't think Rhode Island was on the schedule for next year. We try to rotate some cities in and out. As you know, like, we love coming to Cityview, but then some years we take that off and go to different places, which is pretty fun. So let the kids see different areas, get those states checked off of their maps at home, right?
Did you discuss the schedule for the 2026 season?
We have not yet, but it is posted on stormbowling.com/SYC. Next year, we're starting out in Nevada, going to Las Vegas. Again, South Point you mentioned earlier. Beautiful facility, yep. Heading back to Florida in Orlando, going to Boardwalk Bowl. That's in March. In April, we're going back to Louisville. Kingpin Lanes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Beautiful facility.
We are going to a new state next year. We're going to Connecticut. I believe Anna Antony talked to some bowling centers out there, and so we're going to Nutmeg Bowl in Fairfield for the first time in May.
Super Slam looks pretty cool. Schwabbing on.
Yep. All the kids were there last summer and know how great that facility is and the team running it. So we're going back to Wisconsin. Another new place. We're going to Oregon at the end of July, early August, Park Lanes. They've really wanted an event, so we're going up there. And then going back to Ohio, Columbus Square Bowling Palace, August 14th to the 16th. And then we will be going to Reno, another bowling center you mentioned, the National Bowling Stadium.
Beautiful. In
September. And then Coastal Classic, that one is just a family favorite, Myrtle Beach. How can you argue with the beach?
Right.
You need to add a beach to Fort Worth.
I think if we had a beach in Texas, nice enough in North Texas, no one would ever want to leave.
Right.
Yeah, DFW is beautiful already, so why not?
Add it. And then ending with another new state, we're going to Pennsylvania in November. So.
Yeah, the McCalls do a really great job at Coastal for the Coastal Classics.
Yeah, that one is it's just, Myrtle Beach is just a great area. Families can vacation there. It doesn't feel like they're at a bowling tournament per se, but yeah, it's great. So Leanne works really hard on that schedule, as you know. She works all year and makes it come to life. I think we announced it a couple weeks ago, and yeah, she's already working on the next year, I'm sure. So little Taylor Morgan, she had her highest game ever this morning on the short pattern.
She's a two-hander right here, right? On lane 5?
Yeah, she is. Yeah, she's from Georgia.
I think she's going to be one of the top U12 players coming up soon.
Yeah.
She's 10, you said?
I'm not sure how old she is. see if she filled out her bio. Sometimes when they bowl a lot, they don't. They're like, you know who I am. Yeah, she didn't fill out her bio.
Aw.
She's probably maybe 11. She's 10 or 11.
I think she's an EYT kid too, right? From the Chicagoland area?
No, she's from Georgia.
Oh, she is from Georgia. Okay.
Yep.
I just remember last year, Mary Kate, her, there was like a bunch of the little ones that were together, and ironically, they're all two-handers. So
yeah, a lot of young ladies are doing that two-handed style, which is very fun.
I'm curious to see where female bowling is going to go with the two-handed rise, just kind of like the boys right now.
It's true.
Close.
Seeing if we don't have a bio for Miss Daphne, but I believe Steph was I think she was talking about Daphne's family. The three of them are from Oklahoma, and they
cool.
the whole family just started bowling. So they're all in. They're buying bowling equipment and just loving being part of the sport.
That's what we love to hear.
Here's Miss Amelia on lane 6. She's from Schertz, Texas. Bowls at Astro Super Bowl, 11 years old, first SYC. She is really proud when she bowled her first 200 game and really enjoys singing. She's good at it and wants to say hello to mom and her dogs at home.
She's 11 and she's shot at 200 already.
Yeah.
Wow.
These kids
That's
are good.
awesome.
These kids are good. Well, that was Taylor earlier. I believe she bowled 231. Let me just verify that. 233. Taylor bowled on the short pattern this morning.
Wow.
And that's her highest game ever. And her mom, hello, Tiffany. She is 11, and she's from Tennessee. My bad. Yeah, she bowls in the GYBTs.
Okay.
I just know her dog's named Belmo, so I always know the dog's names.
Too bad we can't have Belmo here this weekend.
I know. But it looks like they're putting in some scores, but Taylor Morgan was leading the U12 girls after one game. I always try to wait a minute when they're putting in the scores, but let's see here. Looks like they've got quite a few in U12 boys. U12 girls does not have game 2 in yet. Yeah, it looks like they're still putting scores in. So we'll wait a second, let them finish that up.
I see KT down there. She is great with putting scores in.
Oh,
Your
yeah.
staff has been so fast.
They're on it. Yeah. Katie and Zach are volunteering this weekend. We appreciate them being here.
Are you all going to Idaho? Is that a state?
No. We're going to Oregon. Which is
okay.
kind of in that same pool of people. We love going to Idaho, though, because we can drive. You know the appreciation when you don't have to fly.
How far is Idaho from y'all?
4 hours.
But that's not bad at all.
Yeah. I saw it. Let me see.
Got Kira Simpson on lane 7. She's a local girl too.
Oh, yeah?
She's good.
I like her bow. I like the girls. They all wear those big bows now. That's such a new trend.
I feel like hairdos or updos are a thing now.
They are, yeah. We do have a fun fact. When Avery Bourne steps back up, we'll share some fun facts about her. Emily just throws it so good. It's so clean at the bottom.
A little southpaw right here. That's cool.
Yeah, can't even hear her ball hit the lane. It's so good. That was a double for her. Is Kira, she bowls here at Cityview?
No, I think she bowls over at Plano Super Bowl and JB Allen's, but
Okay.
she's, I think 2 years ago, Junior Gold, she finished in the top 10.
Oh, wow.
First or second appearance, so I know how tough that is for the kids. First time out, you're just trying to survive.
Right?
Come on,
Miss
Bonnie.
Bonnie here, she's from Bronzeboro, Texas. Bowls at Green Acres.
Not too far. Near the Tyler area.
She's 10 years old, first SYC. Her high score is a 210, and she placed first in the 8 and under division of the Texas Pepsi tournament. When she turned 9 in the 10 and under, she placed third.
Wow.
So she's looking forward to this year's Youth Scratch Championships. She performs live theater. She's been in 9 productions and wants to say hello to Mom, Dad, Grandpa, Olivia, Lizzie, Brazos, Stella, Nathaniel, Anthony, and all her friends at Brownsboro Intermediate School, especially her homeroom teacher, her dad. So sweet.
9 productions.
Amazing.
And she's 10.
I love theater, so I'm gonna have to ask Bonnie what she's been in. That's one of my I really love going to Broadway shows. So
Is Annie one of your favorite ones?
I like Annie, but I wouldn't say it's my favorite. I like some of the modern ones that have come out recently. I like Hamilton a lot. Hamilton's good. So, but Annie's a good one. When I was their age, now I didn't want to be in theater, but I actually was in a production of Annie.
Oh.
When I was little, yeah. So
Fun fact.
Yeah, very fun fact. Way back in the day. Let's see. We got Leah here. She's from Oaklawn. Bowls at Arena Lanes. 14. First SYC. Lots of firsts. SYCs. She was on the 2025 USA Regional Champions in that USA bowling thing. She made the high school golf team as a freshman, and she likes to play basketball. She likes to cook. Favorite holiday is Christmas because she loves putting up the decorations. Wants to say hello to Grandma and Aunt Pat. Okay, now here's my fun fact. So Avery here. Avery Bourne, who's stepping up on lane 8.
She has a great game going right now.
Well, and she is a really solid bowler. She's from Kansas City, Missouri. Bowls at Tiger Bowl. She's 13. But she is the youngest female in Missouri history to roll a certified 300 game in competition at 12 years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hit it.
She also recently won the 2024-25 Greater Kansas City Youth Bowler of the Year. And she's the 2024-25 Missouri Female Youth Bowler of the Year. And she wants to say hello to her mom and the rest of the family at home. So shout out to Avery. She has a bright, bright future, as do most of these
pretty
kids.
Good.
Yeah. Daisy is making a ball change. She's stepping up on 7. She's from Hanover, Pennsylvania. Bowls at the Lanes at Fort Meade. 13 years old. She placed 3rd at the Junior Gold Championships in 2024.
Okay.
Really good at math, and she wants to say hello to her mom.
Not Mr. Cynic?
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
Oh, yeah, right? Oh, I'm sure she wants to say hello to Mr. Cynic, but her family actually is, her mom's in the
Hall of Fame? Hall of Honor?
No, I don't know what base of the building. They're a military family, so her mom is stationed somewhere else right now, based somewhere else right now. So they're saying hello to her. They don't get to see her at home currently. Yeah, it's so hard, but they love it. They're traveling, and they still talk to her and everything. So really, military families, I have a lot of respect for all of the kids, and they have to move from time to time. Like the Newtons used to live in Hawaii, and then they moved to Maryland. Well,
so
Pennsylvania.
They're Air Force, right?
I think they are Air Force. Yeah.
I'd cry to leave Hawaii because that sounds like a great destination.
Yeah, I've never been to Hawaii, but I would love to go. Let's see, I forgot Miss Emma or Emmy.
Is Stevie her sister?
Stevie is her sister, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And Stevie has, let's see how many, she's up to 8 SYC titles. Yeah.
So Mabel's been lapped, Jillian's been lapped.
Not yet.
Gianna's going to be lapped soon.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. Yes,
It
Mabel.
has so many more years left to go. I wouldn't doubt it.
Mabel's the one that she was so good, and she probably would have won more.
If it started earlier.
Yeah, I mean, she only had a couple years in it.
It's not even fair. She didn't even go to every SYC, did she?
Well, there only were back then.
Right?
Yeah, 4 was the max, but the first year we started, there was 2,
Yeah. Reno
and then there was 4.
Coastal, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I think the first year there was only 1, and then the next year there was 2. We'd have to look it up. No, we had to go because next year is year 10 at the Coastal. So 2017 was the first year. So
She graduated high school, I think, 2019.
right. So she only had probably
Couple years.
6 tournaments. Yeah.
I still tease her and tell her, hey, Grandma, you got to pick up the ball and start bowling again. I want to see her bowl.
Yeah. She always told us she didn't want to bowl professionally, though. That
So
was
talented.
always. I know but it never was in because she always was. She's so smart. That girl is so smart.
Future doctor.
Yes.
Oh, great shot from Daisy. Nope, from Avery.
Avery,
right?
yeah.
Avery.
Yep. That was a great shot. Daisy's struggling a little here. She made a ball change, which when she walked down here, I thought it was a good ball change. It looked like a solid ball. Not sure what it is. I'm trying to see what she picked up. Still can't tell. My eyes are deceiving me.
I was curious if it was eye on pro, maybe?
I don't think.
No gray in there?
No. I'm not sure what it is. I'll ask her when she comes back. I thought it was the right choice though, because they've been. I don't know if this is a house characteristic, but they're a little tighter down here.
They are tighter?
A little tighter down here, yeah.
These were the last pairs that were ran, so I assume that might be the reason. What division started down here? The boys or the U18 boys?
Today it was U15 and U18 boys this afternoon, yeah.
Saw a lot of urethane thrown from the guys' side.
Sure.
So during the seminar earlier on Friday,
Yeah.
Miss Stephanie was talking about conditioners and how KEGEL products are, viscosity. Explain to the future of our sport, these youth bowlers, on how the characteristics of them normally work, right? So last year we had a lower scoring pace and we used ice, and I felt this year maybe to soften them up a little bit more, use fire.
Yeah.
And scoring pace seems to be a little higher.
Yeah.
On the short, at least, for the guys. I don't
Yeah.
know for the ladies, but I definitely noticed the guys struck a lot more than they did last year.
Sure, yeah. That ice oil. We were talking about that actually this morning with Rob. He was in here and he was talking about how that can be. I mean, as it's said, it's super slick, right through the front. So, yeah, I can see how that would help. Yeah, because I think I wasn't here the last time, but I heard it was so hard, the short pattern.
Oh,
It's
yes.
like the hardest short pattern ever. Well, we appreciate you taking so much care into the SYC, and you've worked really hard to get the center ready as you're still, it's under remodel, and
Correct.
yeah, it's we appreciate all you do for sure.
Yeah, the staff here, I mean, obviously right now we're still hiring more, but Zach and Katie at the front desk, Susan, our general manager here, they've worked really hard to take care of our guests. Yeah, and even the mechanics. I'm pleasantly surprised, and we're just hoping that the bowlers are happy with when lanes do break down, how quick or attentive they are to trying to get it back up in time.
Sure. Yeah. No, I think it's been great. Been running smooth.
So what was the highest game so far on this bay of lanes? Do you have a
Oh, I don't know, but it's been
240, 230, 250 in that ballpark?
there's probably been, I think there's been a 240 or 250. Yeah. It's this morning it was definitely a little lower scoring in this bay
Sure.
compared to the rest of the field. I even had a couple players tell me they're like, we had our lowest game in the live stream. I'm like, it's okay. You know, they're all worried about their friends and family watching at home.
And then
But
you see the guys shoot plus 200 or plus 195, and you're like,
yeah.
were we even on the same condition?
Right. Yeah. But it seems like the medium pattern's been a little better. They're striking a little more, getting a little more comfy.
Has Avery come through here? I think, was that his name or no? Or is it Gabe? Gabe Fernandez?
Yeah, Gabe. Yeah, he was just off camera. He was on. I think. Yeah, he was just to the right of the live stream. 11 and 12 maybe. So what's next for Cityview? What are you hosting after us the rest of the year?
We have one break. We've been going tournament, so it's been very difficult to obviously remodel the center at that time. But we have 1 week off, and then we are hosting the North Texas Turkey Trot event.
Nice.
I think it's Turkey Trot. I always forget. That might not be the right term, but it's right after Thanksgiving. They have a team event here, which Terry and Tina Taylor and North Texas USBC run.
Yeah.
Right now, I heard we're at 58 teams, and we're sold out for that event.
Wow.
For I think there's five blocks. So
that's amazing.
No, it's great. I think it's great for adult bowlers to also have a place to bowl and have a big prize fund as well.
Yeah, you do a lot of you host a lot of events here, which is fun, and North Texas just has a lot of events. The North Texas USPC does a great job, and
correct.
Platinum Ford, and there's just you got a lot of great things happening down in Texas.
Did I hear there Platinum Ford was donating bowling balls, or was it scholarship? What were they donating?
He donated it all. He
Really?
donated four or eight Platinum Ford bowling balls, donated some jerseys, and then he donated $7,500 into the tournament.
I hope bowlers, these youth bowlers, can understand how much that is and be thankful for it, and at least go by and say thank you to Platinum Ford.
Oh yeah, because all of that money goes straight back into the scholarship fund.
Exactly.
So it's not any admin costs or anything. Like, it's pure Platinum Ford money straight into Smart. So kids, you should be thankful to them for sure.
At least say thank you to y'all for running these events.
Oh yeah, it's great. We love it. We really do love Leanne does a great job working the tournaments. Of course, Gary's not here this weekend, but Gary and Leanne were the creators of the Storm Youth Championships. And Gary just has a lot more responsibilities now and can't come to as many SYCs as he did in the beginning. But also in your center, you have Ballard's Bowling Academy, of course, with Carolyn and Dell, and they're a sponsor of the SYC, and Turbo Grips and PBA Junior 3G shoes. It's just, there's so many great supporters of this event, and we want to keep it going.
This is the one event I'm excited to see every year, just because you get I think, what is it this year, 30 states represented, or 20?
Yeah.
It's some big number. You get to see families from all over the country and hear their story. And I'm sure for you, Blair, you get to see these little girls that are boys that might have been 10 or 8 when they met you, and then now they're about to age out and go off to college, and you're like, how are you taller than me now?
Well, yeah. I mean, we have Aiden's mom's here this weekend. Of course, Aiden Rickman, he bowled a few years ago, and now he's off flying planes, and we were chatting with her about what he's up to. So yeah, you're right. It goes quick. These kids grow up really, really fast. So, and we have a bowler from the UK here.
Yes,
England.
Olivia.
Yeah.
I didn't know she was English until I went down there and I heard her accent, and I said, "You're from England."
Yeah, it does give her away.
Sweet, and she's a two-hander. So I asked, have you ever heard of Richard Teese? He's on staff still, right?
Yeah, Richie.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, Richie Teese. So she said, yes, I've heard of him, and Dom and Verity. So I think it's great to pay homage to the past or the current generation of English bowlers that are here in the States competing.
For sure, yeah.
She might hopefully be Verity's next competitor.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of them love to come here for college for sure, so it's pretty awesome. Well, we are wrapping up. This is game number 3. Yep. And, of course, a 5-game block. Josh, thanks for spending some time with us.
Yes, I appreciate you having me
area.
in the booth.
Yeah, we love Cityview Lanes. Keep doing what you're doing here. We'll finish up, of course. We can watch these girls finish on 5 and 6.
Still great scores. I mean, Leah shot a 185. 1 open, so that's not a bad game. Avery bowled great, 204.
Yeah.
Clean game.
Yeah, there's really not a lot of high scores down here, so that's what we've been talking about today. Just watching the pace of play, and then just knowing maybe this is a bay that you don't get all your pins in. Get as many as you can and move on to the next. Looks like we might have some U12 boys coming in to this area.
Do you feel like they have the most personality out of all 6 divisions here?
They're pretty. They've got some big ones, right? I was just looking. A lot of them have these SYC Texas jerseys. They're cool this year, right?
I think they're great. Coolwick did a great job on the jerseys. I like it almost looked like a University of Texas UT themed jersey last year, and I'm a huge Texas fan. But
yeah.
This year, I think all supporters can wear it and not have a problem.
Yeah, the city skyline, and the one that has a bunch of the Texas on it. It looks like they're bomb pops. I told Gerald, I'm like, you could have put like popsicle sticks and had Texas bomb pops. It's pretty fun.
That should be your next trivia question to the youth kids. Who's ever tried a bomb pop?
I know, right? They're so yummy. They have their moments for sure. Yeah, we have a great group coming. Bam Bam, Nolan.
He's great. He's a great bowler. I mean, obviously, bowling with his sister Alyssa, I'm sure it's very frustrating when she's like shooting 250s and it's like, Dad, Mom, I shot 220. I thought I bowled good.
Yeah. Nolan got a gold medal though.
Yes, he did.
Which is pretty cool.
Nolan, and then is Gavin Williams. He's a local player as well. He's really good. And then is Aaron from Atlanta?
Aaron is from Columbus.
Oh, from your neck of the woods, right?
Yeah,
He's
his nickname is Bam Bam.
Good bowler.
He is very, very good. Yeah, all natural too. He doesn't really work with a coach. It all comes. He's just watched people bowl, and he gets his equipment drilled at TV Bowling Supply with Mikey Tang and Chris Vi.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
No coaching.
Just runs up there and throws it.
Yeah, and strikes a lot.
Yes. Okay, our last frames on 5 and 6.
Yeah.
199 max out for Emily Schmidt. Yeah, it's a little tough pair right there.
Yeah, and they're young, and when you have a little lower rev rate, you only can get so much ball speed. They're doing the best they can. The balls are lighter. Yeah, it's tough. Sometimes we were talking about this earlier, Rob and I, when you have a U12 bowler. Sometimes you just like Amelia there. That was her follow through is amazing. Her game is amazing. You just get them to this point where you're like, okay, we just got to grow. We just got to wait for the growth because you know it's coming, and then battle through that. But yeah, you only can do so much. Like Jade too. I love her balance of the line, her fundamentals.
Good hair too.
Good hair. Great hair. Yeah.
Have you seen Leah? She's from Chicagoland area, I think. Rosemont?
Yep. Yeah, Leia.
Leia, Sarah Leia.
Yeah, yep.
She's so tall for her age.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Some of these players are taller than I even saw early in. I was like, oh, they're U12. How are you this tall already?
Absolutely, yeah. They're eating their Wheaties. I do think we're going to have next game. I think we have Gerald from Coolwick popping in.
Awesome.
To spill some secrets. I'm going to try to quiz him on Black Friday sales for Coolwick. So if you're listening, definitely tune in.
Plug in.
I know, right? Well, everyone at this time of year, you're looking for all the sales.
All sales, great product,
Oh,
merchandise
yeah.
for the players.
Yeah, they'd make some really, really cool jerseys.
You know how they do for adults where you can curate an outfit, you go to a company and they'll say, hey, $100 subscription or $200 subscription a month, and you
Yep.
get like so many outfits.
Yeah.
I almost feel like with these kids, they always want jerseys. They
Yeah.
keep growing out of the jerseys.
Yeah.
How do parents afford jerseys for their children? That's my one question. How
I
do you
know.
keep it?
I know. They keep them fit, that's for sure. But I think sometimes I see too, like, I know Trevor Mason, for a
Oversized,
long time, they would buy bigger jerseys and let them grow into it, which I think is the way to go because they're not cheap, all these jerseys. But I think what's cool, like Emily's wearing this Elite Youth Tour jersey, and I think Deandra gives jerseys when you win
That's
tournaments, which is cool,
That's
and a real benefit for the kids too. So that's one way, and I see some other youth tour jerseys, and and they do some good pricing for events and different things. So yeah.
Is her pro shop still at Diversity Bowl?
I think she does. I don't know if she does lessons out of Diversity. I'm pretty
So
sure.
she doesn't own the shop there.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe there could be an SYC there one day.
Maybe.
Chicagoland.
It would be awesome to go to Chicago. We've talked about it. So.
Stardust.
All right, Josh. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We're going to take a
course.
short break. I'm going to grab Gerald, but maybe we'll have you back in tomorrow. So thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. All right, we are back, and I'm joined by not Gerald, but Nick from Coolwick.
Nick this time, yeah.
What's up?
Nothing much. Just sitting here watching Amazing Bowlers Bowl.
Yeah,
Pretty awesome.
we got some little ones in front of us. Give me a second while I pull up the kids that we are watching. All right, so we have Aaron Cabnis, Bam Bam, Trip Perkins, Elijah Denny, Ryan Leem, Gavin Williams, and Avery Bartlett on 7 and 8, 5 and 6, Mason Phillips, Gabriel Ortero, Henry Mann, Buster Haley, and Landon Harden. So those are the bowlers. Henry Mann, of course, had a all-star game and set this morning. Let me get my stats right. He was plus 129, and he only had one open frame in that entire set.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
That must be his favorite pattern.
I know, and he just moved up into U15, so it was super cool to see him have such success. I'm not sure what he's doing this block. We'll give it a minute, and then we'll check some scores, but tell us a little bit about Coolwick. What's been happening back in the area?
Coolwick area is doing pretty good. We're coming out with some new products. We actually have been doing some nice testing on some things that we're going to be coming out with for the new season. We got some great ideas to come out with for being different. So
cool.
we have something cool coming up, and going to try to be a little different from them. from everything that we've done. So
I love that. Well, everyone's loving the Texas jerseys.
yes, especially the popsicle ones. Those,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They look like bomb pops. I've said that like twice today now, so it's so cool.
We do actually have a couple of bomb pops on our website as well, so that's pretty cool to see out here, and
Yeah, I love it.
a lot of cool jerseys. It's pretty neat seeing them out here and wearing our stuff that we make. We're in the office every day making them, and
Then you get to see them come to life, right?
yeah, exactly, because we don't see them when we ship them, so it's pretty cool designing them and seeing them on people.
There's Mr. Henry Mann there. He just struck on 5. I can't believe he's in the U15 division. These kids grow up too fast, Nick.
I see. Every time I come up here, it's less like they grow taller than me every time. So
Yeah, true.
it is awesome though, seeing the friendships and stuff form, and a lot of newbies coming back, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's awesome. We got Mr. Gavin here. I'm gonna pull up and see if we got any bios. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. Let's see if Gavin filled out his. Gavin Williams. I have an older one. He's from Keller, Texas. Bowls at the ITRC. He won 4 Bolero Youth Classics in 2024. Loves playing basketball. And wants to say hi to all his family at home. Gabriel did not fill out his bio. Gabriel Otero there. That was a good shot, though.
Yeah,
Strike.
right in there.
And the little fist bump. I love it.
A lot of pin action out here.
That's right.
I definitely don't want to go up against any of them, that's for sure.
No,
Yeah.
especially Bam Bam. So Bam Bam over there, he's from Columbus, bowls at Holiday Lanes, 12 years old. He bowled at 297 and had the front 11 at the age of 9. He likes to play basketball and curveball with mom and dad, and wants to say hello to mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, and sister Dominique, and all my aunts and uncles and cousins. So super cool.
He's a nice kid. He comes up to the booth a lot, hangs out with his family and stuff. And
Yeah. He's funny. When you do
He
get
is.
him to talk, he's got some humor there.
he is a quiet kid, but yeah, once he opens up,
Yeah. I bet Gerald gets him to open up.
he does sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. Most of the time, I get him just staring at me, and I'm like, Bam Bam, what's up? Yeah. He's funny.
A lot of different personalities in here.
Oh, yeah. Even at a young age. All right, we got Landon Harden. He's from Aledo, Texas. His nickname is Lando. Bowls at Cowtown. 12 years old. He won a youth bowling tournament in Rogers, Arkansas on November 2nd. And this will be his second SYC tournament. And he's very excited to be here. He plays select baseball as a catcher, pitcher, and second baseman. His team is the Texas Edge. And he's going to Cooperstown, New York this June, which he's very excited about. Also plays the tuba. Loves playing Fortnite, Gorilla Tag, and Rocket League. His dog is Mookie, named after the LA Dodger bowler Mookie Betts. Wants to say hello to Grandma Joan, Grandma Paula, Grandpa Bill, also his sister Danielle at the University of Arkansas. And don't forget to say hi to the dogs, Marty, Mookie, and Roscoe. I will not forget to say hello to the dogs ever.
You can't. We miss our dogs, right?
Oh, I know. My poor puppy. I feel a little sad this week. I was kind of venting to Katie. Not venting, but Bosa had to get a bark collar this week. I could not get him to. The barking was just getting out of control, and I tried and tried and tried, and we went with a bark collar. So.
And I'm sure it's working a little bit. Right?
Yeah, I checked in. I said to my neighbors, I'm like, please don't keep it on him the whole weekend.
At least until I get back.
Yeah, she's like, I won't. And my neighbor loves him like he's her dog. But I texted her the first day. I'm like, how's it going? And she's like, it's actually really helping. I'm like, okay.
That's awesome.
So
Who
yeah,
doesn't love dogs and cats and all
yeah,
animals, right?
all animals. Yeah, they're all great.
sometimes you wish you could travel with them.
I do. I wish I could bring him everywhere. I am taking him on the road next week for Thanksgiving, though, so I'm very happy about that. Just have to drive a long time, but
I was going to say,
it's worth
going back
it.
home to Ohio.
Not to Ohio. I'm going to California next week, but
wow.
yeah, it'll
Okay.
be fun. Yeah,
Nice little break.
a nice little break. That's right.
The dog gets a vacation, you get a vacation.
Yeah. Well, you're always a little stressed when you're away from your dog. I don't know about you, but
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
That's what I do. I call every time I get here. I'm like, is she okay?
Right. Yeah.
Can you give her a treat?
Yeah. Well, and my neighbors are so used to having him that they don't even check in with me anymore. And I'm like, I still need you to let me know he's okay.
That's my baby.
I really, just need an update every once in a while.
They are awesome. Especially when you have a bad day, you know you have something to come home looking forward to.
Absolutely. Yeah. All right, let's see if we got any more bios. I don't have one for Ryan. Good. No Trip. Trip is this is the least amount of. I must have forgotten to send out the bio or something in the email. I'm calling myself out. I'm like, where are all the bios?
Hey, sometimes it's better to call yourself out than to blame it on the internet issues or something.
I
Right?
know, right? Seriously. Yeah. Either that or all these kids are like, nah, I don't want you to know about me. I'll keep it to myself.
That too, yeah. I don't want to get called out, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So fun. Trip's bowling good over here, though. He had an open, but then he went 4-bagger. Let's see if he can spare up his 7-pin here.
I did see a high game earlier of a 289.
Yeah.
That was
yeah,
awesome.
that was.
Always nice to see that type of stuff out here.
So we're ending our 2025 season. Is there a favorite jersey from the year? Do you have I know it's hard to pick because you guys come out with some really cool ones.
I know. Honestly, there's so many.
Yeah.
And then it feels like it runs into each other from last year's. And
Right. Well, it could be just a favorite SYC jersey or one.
favorite, I'll go with. I do like the Charlotte ones that we did. Those were pretty neat. I like the Team Tiger, Team Shark. Still.
Yeah,
Those
I
are
like
always
that.
cool.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that one's pretty much my favorite one. Idaho had a couple cool ones out there.
Yeah. Potatoes.
Yeah. We try to go away from doing some potatoes too, but I guess you can't go wrong with that.
No, you can't. You cannot. Good cover, Henry. That was a tough spare. Let's see if did we read a bio on Henry? We just shouted out Henry.
Yeah.
Let's see if he filled out a bio. All right, Henry is from San Antonio, bowls at Astro, 12 years old. He won his division in the SATX Youth Bowlers Tour Tournament of Champions last May. He is in a homeschool hybrid program this year and loves it. 2 days in, 3 days at home. Kids are great, and math is his favorite subject. And he wants to say hello to his Nana in California. See you soon for Thanksgiving. So sweet.
Thanksgiving, it's like right around the corner. This year went quick.
It's so quick. I was just talking to someone about that.
It's so crazy how time flies. And then,
Right? Yeah, it's going to be like next week. It's crazy.
yeah, and then soon enough, it's Christmas and New Year's, and on to the next season. I'm excited about that too.
Yeah. Back to Vegas in February. Are you guys? Well, we do have an idea that we're going to maybe announce tomorrow. I didn't have time to get it all together, and we could talk about this at dinner, but we'll give everyone a sneak peek. So we want to let the kids design the SYC tour tee for next year.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
so we're going to connect with our graphic design. Oh, we have a picture. We want to connect with our graphic designer, Jessica, and then connect with you guys, and we'll let all the kids submit their entry into the t-shirt, and then they get to exactly vote, and then someone will design the tour tee for next year.
So we do actually have a that's what me and Gerald were actually talking back there of doing something really neat for next year too, with the jersey wise, and
Okay, cool.
doing
Yeah.
stuff like that and collaborating with all the stops and stuff.
Yeah.
Little
Oh,
sneak
cool.
peek,
Yeah. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, you do get to start to get ideas at the end of the year for sure. Although I really liked the 2025 design with the numbers this year.
Yes, and the map on the back.
Yeah,
that
it
was
was
pretty cool.
super cool. Yeah.
She did a very good job on that one.
Yeah. Yeah, we've done a bunch of different ones, but I really liked this one. This was my fave.
That'll be pretty cool, just like the pumpkin ones where you guys did like the carving of pumpkins on the
Yeah,
paper.
you saw
That's
that.
pretty cool,
Yeah. Yeah, that was really fun because I randomly had that idea, and then I asked Jessica, I'm like, can you make some stencils for our carving contest? And so she made up a whole bunch. She was like, I've never made one before. And so, like, I tried. The one we really wanted to do was the new Gremlin, the Rotogrit ball, because that's such a cool logo.
It is.
And so I had to test it, and my Gremlin, as the tester, the M and the L kind of went together, and so it wasn't a great one, but we made it better. And the ones that came in were unreal. Like, they did such a good job.
They did a very good job, creative and making it light up pretty cool. It's awesome.
Yeah, always fun stuff. It's just fun to keep it different and new.
Yeah, it's pretty neat to see, and seeing the kids design something different and go in for competition too, a different type of competition this time.
That's right. So last night you guys got some true Texas barbecue, I heard.
So we did. I actually was telling them too. So normally, like, the barbecue by home of where I go is you have your fast food barbecues, your Sunny, your Mission Barbecue, and this one was insane and different.
Oh,
I've
yeah?
never had real Texas barbecue, so that was pretty good.
Yeah.
I do a little bit about myself. I do love smoking meats and stuff like that on the smoker, so it's pretty cool. To see stuff different. And
yeah, I don't think I've really had true Texas barbecue either. I've been to Texas a few times, but we always kind of end up going. Like, actually, we did get some Fuzzy's tacos yesterday, which is like a local Texas. People say that that's really good, and then we had some chicken. I forget what the name of it. I'll have to ask Zach, but he recommended some chicken. So we've been doing like chain stuff that Texas is known for, but one of these times I need. Oh yeah, exactly. I need to get some barbecue though.
You definitely have to try that. The Texas, I forgot what it was called, but it was amazing.
Yeah, I heard about it. The Randises were telling me earlier. They're like, oh yeah, you need to go try this place.
Made me go to sleep right after it. That's how good it was.
Nice. That's how you know it's good. So we got a shout out for Trip in the chat. Trip's on 7 and 8. There's a small breakdown right now, but thanks for watching. I don't have a bio for Trip, but if you could share any fun facts about Trip, we're listening. We love when you guys are watching at home. That's why we do the stream, is to let some people that can't come, because it is expensive to travel.
It is.
So not everyone can always come and watch the Kids Bowl, and
especially with all the bowling bags and stuff like that.
Oh my goodness, yeah. It's getting harder and harder. Then taking some time off of work, and
it's cool seeing the sacrifices a lot of these parents do make. They make a lot of sacrifices to bring the kids out here. And
they sure do.
Keeps them out of trouble and has them, making friends out here. That's the best part about it.
Yeah, they've got their own little community.
It's cool to see like the quiet kid that comes in, and at the end of it, you see him having 10 different friends around him. So it's pretty neat. Yeah,
usually tomorrow the entire U12 boys division is just hanging out before they bowl, and they're all friends. Like, I don't know how it happens, but in one day they all become best friends. So
yeah,
it's pretty impressive.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then it makes them want to go to more. That was a nice shot, though.
That was such a great shot by Buster. That 10 pin should not be there. That's what I say.
Keep positive.
Do you have a favorite Thanksgiving food?
I do actually. So every Thanksgiving I started making fried turkey.
Oh, nice.
pretty amazing. I injected it with some Cajun seasoning and
Yeah.
stuff, and one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Although stuff.
How long does it take?
Like about it depends on the bird, but about an hour or two. Like,
Okay.
It doesn't take too long.
That's cool.
I just like the crispy skin to it. It's different. It's not dry.
Yeah.
So growing up, I've always had like that dry turkey.
Yeah, the oven roasted, yeah.
The stuffing too, homemade stuffing. I gotta say that is pretty good too.
Yeah,
How about
stuffing is like my favorite side, and I do like the turkey. But last year, when I was at Thanksgiving, we made a tri-tip too. So there was a tri-tip and a turkey, and I'm not a big steak fan, but I love tri-tip.
Okay.
I don't. Have you ever had tri-tip?
I have not.
It's like a West Coast thing, and I don't even know what it is. Someone we could Google it, but if you ever see tri-tip on the menu, just trust me and order it.
Just trust me and order it.
Yeah.
I do like steak, so I
Yeah.
guess I will.
Yeah, it's so good. Like it's smaller pieces. The first time I ever had it, Gary Holstenberg made it, and then I've had it a few times, and I
And
really
then ever
like
since
it.
then, you're like, yeah, I have
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Terry confirmed. Yeah, they're all BFFs. Starla in the chat. Let's go, little Aaron and Nolan. Who's Aaron? I only know Bam Bam. Come on. I'm just kidding. Known Starla for quite a long time. My Columbus friends.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
right, they are.
Yep.
That cold weather, though, I can only imagine.
I
Here
know.
we are sweating over here.
I know. It's been very good. Anyway, in other news.
Solid.
Yeah, Buster is not having much luck. Hang on, I'm gonna check and make sure these kids called in the lanes. Hang on. I guess we did call it in. Terry, I don't know what happened to lane 8. I'm wondering the same thing.
Stuck in action.
Yeah.
And they were almost finished.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm gonna shoot a little text.
Nice. Henry just saved it from being a split.
Oh, I love it when he does that.
It's awesome. I just, I was like, that's impressive.
Henry's coach said he's been working a lot on his mental game. That is what they've been really focused on. I'm trying to see if we have some scores. U15 boys, medium. We do. So currently, Abe Monosmith is up in first. Tatum Lee. Abe was plus 98. Tatum's plus 15. And Wesley Kiefer is plus 2. Looks like Henry's having a little rough block. But overall, let's see where we are. Henry is still in third overall.
And there's still plenty of time.
Yeah. And Zach Trevino has entered the pair, and it got fixed. Just his
Weird.
presence
The wizard.
fixed it.
isn't that always harsh whenever you're so close to the 10 pin and
I don't know why we're not bowling. What are we doing here? What do we got going on? Where's Ryan? All right, I'm gonna go see. All right, how are we doing, Nick?
doing good. You just saved the day.
I'm like, what are we doing here? Like, all right, now we're bowling again. And Bam Bam does not strike. I thought he was gonna strike. And Starla says, "Okay, let's go, Bam Bam." That's right. Get his name right. Come on.
Bam, bam.
He was celebrating a birthday last month and everything. So
He's got some awesome jerseys too with Bam Bam on the back. It's awesome.
yeah, I love it. He needs like a Bam Bam design, like a little
Yes.
like the little hammer or something. All right, we are nearing the end of game number 4. We have one game remaining. Gonna see if I can steal Carolyn for half a game for game 5. We haven't gotten her in yet.
She's awesome. We're over there hanging out together by the booths and
Are you guys having too much fun?
a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Always taking care of us. was a nice shot.
All right. Here goes Bam Bam. Where's Bear? No problem. Wow, that was a hard spare too. All right. Covers it, no problem.
Like normal, right?
Yeah. We got Ashley Love in the chat. Hello, Ashley. We're missing you this weekend. They had to opt out. Just wasn't, her health wasn't good enough to travel this weekend, so we'll see you next time. Next
Totally
year.
understandable.
Yeah. There were lots of crazy going on this week because the flights, the government shut down and the
Yep.
flights and everything. Were you guys a little nervous about your
were.
flight? Yeah.
We actually thought about so we booked our flight and then we had a backup plan to drive up here if we had to, but
Yeah, good thing you didn't.
a little bit of far of a drive, but
Yeah. That would have been a long one.
yeah, Tampa to Texas isn't going to be a fun drive.
Uh-uh.
Were you a little nervous about that too, in a way?
We were, yeah. Leanne was very nervous. I was more nervous about our Sunday night flight just because it was in the evening.
Yes.
But now that, the shutdown is over, I'm not as nervous.
I said the same. I was seeing some things and I was like, that airport is busy.
Yeah,
Like,
it is. Yeah. Yeah, I think Salt Lake got pretty lucky. It didn't seem like we had lost that many flights. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
How's the weather in Salt Lake?
Warm. We've had unseasonably warm, which for all the skiers and snowboarders, they're not super thrilled about that.
So do you ski or snowboard?
I don't. Yeah.
Have you tried it?
When I was younger, I did a couple times, but I always played other sports, and I was always a little afraid of getting injured.
That part, yeah.
Yeah. So, and then I thought when I moved out to Utah that I have some really good friends that they ski a lot, like that's their thing, and when I moved out, they gave me a lesson before I moved out, and they're like, "You're natural, you'll be great, blah blah blah." And so I was like, "Oh, maybe I'll do it." And then I moved out there, and I was like, "Nah, there's just other things I'd rather do."
Yeah,
than,
then
yeah,
be in the cold and then doing that too. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not really that fun.
Right. But I appreciate all the people that love it, and I do enjoy going up to the ski resorts in the summer to go hiking, or like they do activities and stuff there, like concerts and
neat.
stuff. Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
That is one thing I can say that I have not done is skiing or snowboarding. So
Yeah.
I do have to try that one time
Yeah,
just to get it out of the way.
yeah. I just am afraid of the other people on the mountain.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, like don't hit me.
And I guess I could say I'm a little scared of heights, I guess, in a way.
Okay.
But
Yeah. Well, they get up pretty high for sure.
it's pretty cool to, I like to try to face my fears just once and then you never know, you might like it.
Yeah, true that. Yeah, you can take the gondolas and stuff up in the summer, so you get to see like the mountain, really cool views. So it was pretty fun.
Especially over in Utah, I'm sure it's beautiful.
It's amazing. All right, here goes Bam Bam. Finished up with a 187. Great game. Trip here. He's on a strike. He has 166 in the eighth. Shot by Gavin. Double. Trip was funny. I went down there when they were waiting, and they're like, "Can we just re-rack and erase the score and start over? This is taking too long." I'm like, I understand, man. I
Only if
got
it works that way.
Yeah, right? I was like, let's just do it again. It was funny. Trip here with a strike can get to 206.
Nice finish there.
Yeah. Let's see what he gets. Oh no! I jinxed him. 200 on the nose he got.
That's a nice game too. Can't be mad at it.
Yeah. He's laughing. Here's Mr. Avery. Avery's one. We were talking last, jerseys are also slightly expensive, investment, right? But I think some of the parents in the U12, they buy the shirts bigger so that the kids grow into it, which I think is a nice little trick.
It is.
Avery's looks a little big on him, so I think that's what they're doing there.
We do get that a lot too, and they're like, "Oh, we'll just get them an extra size up or two and
Yeah,
make them grow into it," which it does make sense.
totally.
I would
Yeah.
do the same. He's working out a nice game too.
Really good game. Yeah, I like Avery's game a lot. He's checking his score. He's like, what'd I get? Well, with his pair, 200. Tie trip. And, 199. Still a great game.
Still, yeah.
Well, Nick, thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for sharing some Cool Wick news and upcoming things. It's great to have you guys part of the SYC.
Yeah, for sure. We hope to be back for the next season. So
For sure. All right, we got one more game. We're going to take a really short break, and we'll be right back. I found a Hall of Famer.
Woo!
Carolyn Dorn Ballard in the house.
Is that my name? Let me
Yes.
see. I was called a few things today. Here. I was
Well,
called.
I called you Junior yesterday.
I did. You called me, some ridiculous Carolyn Ballard Jr. I'm like, what the heck is that?
Yeah.
I've been called Carolyn today. I almost didn't know. I
What?
didn't reckon they called me Carolyn.
Carolyn.
Nobody calls me Carolyn.
Carolyn.
Yes.
That's the Gary thing.
And everybody, he goes, Carolyn.
That's right.
And of course, CDB and Miss Ballard, and then maybe a few things because I bumped into a couple. I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah.
what's going on there, Blair?
Oh, we're just hanging out. We're watching bowling.
And I'll tell you, it has been awesome. 289 earlier this morning. I think was that a U12?
U12.
U12.
Yeah. Yeah.
The U18 division leader was something like 190 over.
It was nuts. It was, let's see, where were we at? U18 boys short. 197 over.
Ridiculous. It was crazy.
Yeah.
And I really thought that the scores might be higher on this, but I got to tell you, I'm not sure they are.
Yeah.
I think, you know what? They started out higher and leveled.
Right.
Is what I think.
It does seem like that. Now, I'm not sure what oil Josh did use, but we had him in earlier, and he said that last year he used ice, or the last time it was here, and he chose to use something different.
I think it's fire.
Fire?
I think
Okay.
it's fire. And one of the characteristics of the KEGEL fire oil is that it tends to want to burn up in the front a little bit,
Yeah.
where ice stays a little slicker in the front. But
Fire. Ice.
yeah, get
Makes
it?
sense.
But in talking with some of the parents, and Dell was walking up and watching, the lanes actually held up longer than I thought they would.
Okay.
But I also think that is because more of the kids were actually trying to play further right,
Yeah.
which
Is where they should.
should be
Right.
absolutely. even
Maybe
if they
your
were-
seminar. Maybe they listened.
I hope they did. Well, I did have a couple. That's funny you said that. And Zach did an excellent job. Katie did an excellent job. Stephanie, we had such a good time. I don't know if you discussed it, but anybody listening, if you ever have the opportunity, we took the kids down the side of the lane
Yeah.
and had them look at where the pattern started, where the pattern ended. And the short pattern was the best because they're like, wow, we have a lot of time for our ball to hook. Bingo,
Right.
further away from the head pin.
Right.
And I will say this, I had quite a few parents come up today and say, I want you to know something. In practice yesterday, that was one of the best practices we had, and he was very open to changing surfaces.
Oh, that's
so I got
great.
to tell you, even if you get 2 or 3,
Yeah.
and it changes
Yeah.
that way, and then
Yeah.
they tell their friend.
Yeah.
So
Well, it just
I always
takes-
love that.
No, and you're totally right. And it just takes one time for the kids to really hear it and then understand it, and then they'll learn from it.
Yep.
So
And they grab a hold of it. I also love the fact that, yes, on the short, I saw a little urethane go down the lane, but
Yeah.
not as much.
right? No, it's
Not
true.
as much.
Yeah.
I do think, though, the ball that was given away this week,
Yeah.
the little blue ion is what I like to
Yeah.
call it.
Do you love that ball?
I love that ball. I bowl here a lot,
Yeah.
and I think it reads the lane really well.
Yeah.
So I am not shocked that we saw a lot of the new ball
Good.
that the kids received
Yeah.
this weekend go down the lane, different surfaces, obviously not very shiny balls,
Right.
which is great.
Yep.
So that was like a good connection there, to be honest.
I love the Ion Pro Solid. I cannot say enough good things about the Ion Pro Solid right now. It's like number one ball in my
And
bag.
I love seeing our BVBC jersey on our youth bowlers here. They're so cute. I love it. They're just so nice and thankful and polite.
Well, and Cityview, we've been talking about the remodel. It's going through a massive remodel right now.
Yes.
And the Pro Shop was part of that. You have a brand new shop
is.
back there.
I do, and we will be posting a lot more pictures. We're just waiting for our 3 TVs to be put up.
Yeah.
But it's bigger. It's better.
Yeah.
It has a lot more bells and whistles. And we've actually been doing a lot of training and actually in the pro shop. So because we have so much room, we've actually taken some of our students where we can go back and they can learn as a group instead of one-on-one.
Yeah, that's
And
great.
it's been great. And biggest one, you know what? Here's a quiz for the audience and for Blair.
Okay, I'm
What
ready.
do you think is something that we've seen lately that people don't know how to do well that we're teaching more of? I don't know if I said that right. So you have to take it in the pro shop to do it. So just think about that.
Well,
You're going to guess it, I'm sure.
I don't know. Like surface would be one thing.
Surface,
but
that's a great guess,
yeah.
but it's working out their thumb hole.
I was going to say
Working out your
something
thumb
like
hole.
that. Yeah.
So, we all fell into it early on. You get used to it. And
Yeah.
Paul's doing a lot of coaching, and I'm coaching, and I just buzz it open
Yeah,
and
right.
bevel it and da-da-da-da.
Right.
I can't tell you how many more of the kids and adults have become more like, how did you do that? Why
Right.
does this one feel so good? And the one I did, and I'm like, okay, let's show you one.
Yeah, well, learn. Yeah.
And that makes me very happy because when I first went out on tour, I was very fortunate. I knew how to work out my thumb hole.
Right.
We had a very proactive pro shop, and but I was shocked at how many ladies didn't know how to work out their thumb hole because
Or put in
again,
grips.
Yeah, and again, it
Yeah.
becomes you're at home, you get a ball drilled, the grips are already in it,
Yeah.
you buzz it
Yeah.
out, and a little fine tuning, right?
Yeah. The first time I ever put in grips, I put in way too much glue.
And mine fly out because I put hardly any glue in because
Yeah,
I want to
well-
be able to pop them in and pop them out.
Yeah.
But it's really nice to see
Yeah.
that so many people are like, let me learn how to do that because now in league, when it feels da-da-da-da, I can just go in and say, hey, can you just buzz it a couple times
Right.
and do this?
That's a great thing. Yeah.
It's great. That is a tip for today.
For sure. Yeah.
If you have the opportunity to have your pro shop operator, your coach,
Right.
teach you how to glue in your grips and work out your thumb hole, you are going to be so much better off for it.
Yeah.
You are.
Yeah. Well, Steph gave the tip earlier because we were talking about drilling balls, which a lot of the kids did opt in to drill their
Yes.
Ion Pro Solid.
Yes.
But when you have that spec sheet, knowing, which I'm sure that Tim in the pro shop had to ask a few times, is this cut to cut or is this a full
Correct.
length?
span, yep.
Right, full span. Yeah. So knowing that is important too. Knowing these things, knowing your PAP, knowing like all these things that you just sometimes your pro shop is just really good at.
Right. Well, you take it for granted.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, well, this is my pro shop. They have it on file.
Right.
Oh my God, I'm at a tournament,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh wow, I
Right.
didn't take a picture of it.
Right. I want to
don't
go
have a
drill
copy
something.
of it, and I
yeah.
wanna go drill something.
Right.
That's really the reason. Of course, everybody's got a phone, so just take a picture of it
Yeah.
so you have
Yep.
it on there. But
Great tip.
yeah.
Ask, and if you don't know how to work it out, ask your pro shop operator. Hey,
Yep.
my thumb is feeling a little tight.
Yep.
How can I make it better in the future?
there's never any dumb questions ever.
Yeah, I love that.
But we saw Jackson Witchers. I think that's how you say
Yeah.
his name.
Yep.
He's really bold. He's bold steady, and
Yeah.
I just saw him throw it. And he's gotten so much better. There's so many of them
Yeah.
that have gotten so much better. So it's nice
Yeah,
to see.
Jackson had a big game earlier.
Okay.
I don't see him now, but Abe Monosmith, who's on, we're waiting on lane
Okay.
6. We've had some issues with this pair all day, but Abe, he's plus 177
Oh my
after
goodness.
4 games.
Oh boy.
And you can see up there, he goes strike, open, turkey. So he's still striking. So
Mhm.
he's currently in first on the medium pattern.
Okay.
Now, of course, Henry Mann had that awesome set earlier, and it looks like Abe's in first, and Henry's still in
Oh
second
wow.
overall.
And
so
he's gotten so much better
he really
and
has.
hasn't been bowling very long. That's a
I know.
compliment.
Yeah. Well, and his mom, I love what his mom has done.
Yeah, Jody's excellent.
Yeah.
SATX. Yep.
Yeah.
The San Antonio, Texas.
Yeah,
duo.
and I
Yep.
remember a few years ago, Henry started bowling and he was young, and this is like if you can write a recipe of success, having a U12 bowler in an area where maybe there should be a new youth tour or someone that's passionate about it.
Right.
And here comes Jody.
Yep.
And now look at SATX and Rachel Tony's part of that
Right,
tour
Rachel
too.
Tony, yep.
And you've helped them
Correct.
give them
Great.
advice over the years. And
What a just a wonderful following she has.
yeah.
Great group of kids. And one of the things, and I'll tell you this too, and this is hats off to another person who used to bowl some SYCs and bowled some of the YSMTs.
Yeah.
When we did our clinic down there, William Jewell,
Yeah.
the third,
Yep.
yep,
Yeah, we heard about
little
them earlier.
little William, I still call him. He's going to the University of San Antonio.
Yeah.
He said, you know what? He reached out to me. Said, hey, you're going to be down there. Do you need any help? I would love to, whatever. He was so good
Yeah.
with the two-handers. And they were young.
That's
and,
awesome.
oh my God, he was the best. So if I can encourage, you know, if you're graduating and going on to college, don't forget about those kids behind you because they really look up to you
Yeah.
and
Right.
respect you and want to know your thoughts.
Yeah.
So it was really cool to see.
Yeah. I love that. Yeah, we were bragging about some of the older bowlers. We were talking about Mabel earlier. What a sweet girl Mabel is, and
Bowling
Alyssa
stud.
was so bold and
Yep.
just
Yep.
yeah. But smarty Mabel is. Oh my
Super
goodness.
smarty.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's fun.
Yep.
So the bowlers here, they're like, you know what? We're in game number 5. We are going to strike as much as possible
They
so
are.
we can get done as quickly as possible.
We have that pair that's already done. We got.
Yeah.
I love the U12. The U12s down there. They got 4 more frames. Look at there's extra kids at that table. There's kids.
Yeah.
I almost feel like putting 12 of them on one pair, just because
Yes.
they're going to all wind up on a pair together at some point. You know.
We were talking. They
So
were
funny.
right here before, and we were talking like it takes one day, and they're best friends.
Oh,
like
yeah.
that's it. Like
Yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah.
Tomorrow morning, they'll all be hanging out together before
Yep.
they bowl.
Yep. It's great.
Yeah.
And I want to thank everybody. We have had a lot of people come up to the BVBC table
Great.
today. That doesn't mean you can't come up twice. I'm just
No.
saying.
Yeah.
But it's nice, and it's nice because we're meeting some new families.
Yeah.
So we get to tell our story,
I love
and
that.
hopefully have more people follow us on social media so that I don't want anybody to ever have to reach out to me because then that means we found a cure for cancer. But realistically, right now, someone may need help,
Yeah.
right, or guidance.
Right.
It's nice to know that we have a new group that if they felt like they needed some advice
Yeah.
or somewhere to go, they now have a new resource
That's amazing. Yeah.
to go out. So
Yeah, and cancer touches so many people, unfortunately. And
yes,
Yeah, and it as you know, it's never ending. It seems
Mhm.
always fighting through things, and
yes,
it's great to see Dell. Dell
Yes.
is here this weekend,
Yep.
so he's certainly, you all are
Mhm.
going through it all the time, but
Yep.
it's, you're still running your business back there. I see
We're
ya.
doing a little bit of everything.
Yeah, really. It's great.
Yeah. I think if I wasn't busy, I'd be bored.
Yeah, I can't imagine you not busy.
Like I just
Yeah.
like I even find myself now. I sit down in my house at 6:30, and then I'm sitting there watching TV, and I'm going.
What should I be doing?
I feel like I'm wasting time for
Yeah,
some reason,
yeah.
but I did put in a full day. You
Yeah,
know?
right.
And we have a turbo table set up,
Yeah.
and one of the things that has become a big question that we do sell is interchangeable fingers.
Yes.
Because now with the influx of two-handed bowling even more,
Yeah.
it's easy to just put them in, take them out if your hand shrinks or swells.
Yeah.
So we have that on the turbogrips.com website. But again, very cool to watch everybody ask about it.
Brantley was missing a 5-pin. Hang on a sec. Hey,
Yes.
Abe. Brantley was missing a 5-pin. Brantley was missing a 5-pin. He needs to reshoot it. Yeah. We've been having trouble.
Way to bring him. Way to bring him down, Blair.
I know I suck.
I'm kidding.
I know.
No.
Yeah. Hang on.
Okay. So let me chat. I don't think they understood that he needs a 5-pin, so he has to reshoot the rack. Tip for everybody, just make sure. Oh, I think I do, so you can take.
All right, Carolyn is helping. She thinks she knows how to. Being blown away. You can see her to the left of your screen. We want to say hello to everyone in the chat. Thanks for joining us today.
Brantley knew how to take care of that, but by the way, we have a missing hat.
That's
Texas
Josh's.
Rangers. No. Okay, no. Whoops. I threw it on the ground.
Uh-oh.
So you
got
know
it
where
back
it
up.
is.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Oh,
Brantley,
yay,
yeah, you
Brantley.
got it. That's yeah. We had that happen a couple times. I liked your wind-blown hair.
Oh my God. It's like a monsoon down there. Jeez.
Yeah.
Louise.
You got plenty of air coming out. Looked
Hey,
like you were in a Kansas tornado.
hey, I got to tell you, it's nice. 10 o'clock start tomorrow. I like that.
Oh yeah, a little extra hour to sleep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not sleep. You'll
No, I
probably
know
be
what you mean.
doing some work or
I'll
something.
be here already.
Yeah, really.
And I love the new
Yeah.
LED. Looks
Yeah,
sharp,
I
doesn't it?
know,
I
right?
like
It's
it.
amazing.
I like it.
So, and then we actually went to Royal Scott this year, which I think
Yep.
you've been to. Yes.
Numerous times.
Yeah, and so when we were there, that was the first time we had the media board, and we couldn't put our banners up.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, we got to do it digitally. So
Yep.
yeah, it looks awesome.
I think it looks great.
Yeah, we got
really-
one complaint. So, this was a trial too, because we've never really done it. The reflection, the storm logo, the white logo, there was a lot of reflection. So we're gonna recolor it, but
Yeah.
you never know until
Nope.
they bowl.
Okay, so if you're paying attention to the reflection, you're not paying attention to what you're doing. No, I'm kidding. I'm
That's
joking.
what I'm saying, right? Like,
Yeah. No, I'm kidding.
no, it's fine.
Some of the people, though, with some of the backdrops,
Yeah.
they're kind of active. Now, it doesn't bother me.
Right.
I have to admit, because I've always been a pretty,
Yeah, focus bowler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but I can see how it would,
Yeah.
disturb
Well, I
somebody.
think the motion would
Yes.
throw me off. I know
Yes.
what you're talking about because
Yep.
we did see the they had one with motion when we got here. But I think anytime, because when you bowl at South Point or the stadium for nationals or for a different
Mm-hmm.
tournament, even we host SYCs there, it does take me a minute to get used to. For me, it's the corner pins when I'm
Yes.
shooting those. It feels
Correct.
longer for some
Yeah,
reason.
yeah,
I'm like,
it does. It
but
does.
yeah, other than that, so I think anytime you're bowling in a different environment, but we did dim it this afternoon, and I think it's better. So.
Oh, yeah. No, it looks great.
Yeah, it's good. These media walls are amazing.
Yep.
I really like them. If you're thinking about changing your masking units,
I love them.
I
do.
think it just brightens up your center.
What I do like that I've seen, just because the boys are in front of us here, definitely some more traditional bowlers.
Mhm.
And what I like is high rev rate, but very smooth with it. Almost like there's a lot of them that are really rolling it off their hand
Right.
and creating it, kind of like EJ Tackett, right?
Yeah.
The best. Which is nice to see too. I
Yeah.
don't want to see everybody two-handed, but
Right.
so that's nice to see as well.
So Tyler Anderson here. Look at his stellar game. We have what?
Oh, we met-
7.
Wow.
I know we were totally
7
failed
in a
on
row.
this. Yeah, 8 in a row now.
Yep.
Let's just bowl at 269 to end. Tyler Anderson's from Mike Sinnick's area. He's from Maryland.
Gotcha. Okay.
He's really solid bowler. He's been doing a lot of YouTube. He's
Yep.
been doing some reviews and different things, and he has some really fun ideas
Okay.
to continue. I mean, you do some YouTube and
Yep.
videos and stuff. He wants to do some videos with Mike Sinnick
Oh, nice.
where they're
Okay.
both reviewing balls. So a
Yeah.
senior bowler and a
And
young two-hander.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Because, and that's something that Alyssa and I do every now and then, but we do them separately. Obviously, she's at college now, but we've talked about doing that
Oh, yeah.
because it's pretty funny. Well, it's not funny. It's just sports. And I'm much older, obviously.
269 for Tyler.
That's a great game.
Yeah.
When she when I see her arsenal, or she talks about her arsenal, I'm thinking to myself, man, that ball rolled terrible for me. Gee, that ball rolled terrible for me. And then I'll look at her and I'll go, man, I love this ball. And she goes, oh, I drilled 2 of them. I didn't like that at all. And I looked and I go, oh my God, we couldn't be from 2 different planets. You know what I mean?
Right.
But in saying that, it's been very educational for her and for myself.
Yeah, right.
In that when I see someone that's got a little more of what she has,
Yeah.
I'm thinking,
I
know what might roll really good for you.
I know what ball you need.
Yeah,
right.
and I love that idea because even though, and I don't want to say it, by the way, I just shot some more videos to send you
Oh,
for
excellent.
that senior
Yeah.
thing.
Yep.
Even though we're seniors, or I'm seniors, Mike, I'm not saying you're senior, but still throwing it a certain way like the
Yeah.
average bowler.
Yep.
I mean,
Yep.
definitely the average league bowler can relate way more to it.
Yeah.
And I think there's so many opportunities to share everything
Yep.
and just take it for what it's worth and not try to be something you're not
Right.
and just maximize what you
Yeah.
do best
Yep.
and then do the tweaks here and there. And I think people tend to get away with that, get away from that a little bit. And I would like to see more of it where it's like, look, you're 40 years old, which is not old at all.
Yeah.
But you're probably not going to be able to do what somebody at 23 can do,
No.
right?
Yeah.
In terms of that. But I bet you at 40, you still throw it pretty good, and there's things you can do to maximize what you have. So
You're totally
it's-
right.
I like that, and I love that direction, especially for a youth
Yeah.
and the adult. Let's just call them adults.
We had a 300. Diego Garcia.
Oh, he was bowling good. I watched him earlier.
Yeah,
I did.
51 and 52.
Good for him. Oh,
Which-
he's down near Olivia.
Yeah, we couldn't even hear it. They've added a wall in here. I love it. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Lots of
Yeah.
remodeling going on.
Yep.
All right. Well, Carolyn, thank you for joining us. I asked you for 5 frames. You gave me 10.
Oh,
I
I'm
appreciate
sorry.
No,
I
no,
didn't
no.
even know I was
No,
supposed to
you're
leave.
good. You don't.
Okay.
You didn't have to leave.
Goodbye
didn't.
great people of
I
the
didn't
SYC
want you.
world.
I didn't want you to leave. You're busy back at the table. I was
Okay.
stealing you away, and I'd love it if you could. Well, can you stay for the last frame? You're good.
Let me go back because Andrea popped in. I want to make sure she's A-okay.
Okay. Let me do this.
Let's blame it
tomorrow.
on Andrea. Let's blame it on Andrea that I gotta go. No kidding.
We'll blame it. But tomorrow morning, maybe we can have you in for a game tomorrow.
Early on,
Okay,
when I'm
we'll
not
grab
as
you.
busy, and then that would be perfect.
Okay. Well, thanks
Okay.
for all your insight. And
Goodbye, peeps.
we'll
Okay.
see you later.
Bye.
All right. And that, of course, was Carolyn Doran Ballard. And Abe here. We're going to watch him finish up his 10th frame. Great shot. That's a double. He's going to get to 209. Well, if he strikes here, he can get to 209, let me say. And there is his final shot. Ah, what a shot. 208. Great bowling. Bo finished up with 211. Tyler Anderson, of course, shot 269. And with that, we are going to end today. We'll be back tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Central Time. And thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you tomorrow.
You've been watching the 2025 SYC Texas. The SYC Texas would not be possible without the generous donations from our sponsors: Storm Bowling, Platinum Ford, Cool Wick, PBA Junior, KEGEL, Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Shoes, Ray's Eyewear, Ballard's Bowling Academy, Master Industries, Quality Respite and Home Care, and by TD Transportation. Special thanks to the official scoring system of the Storm Youth Championships, Bowlmetrics. The preceding was produced exclusively by Storm Bowling. For more information on upcoming events and more, please visit stormbowling.com. Once again, thanks for watching.